managed nav.
No, totally lost. I can see AP1, AP2. Underneath I've got A/throttle, automatic throttle.
Yeah.
To the left I've got localizer.
Yeah.
And above that I've got a funny knob with it says engage selected heading mode.
Yeah, it's a funny knob with a triangle on it. So they are not labeled, but that is the knob that you push, and if you hover your mouse just above that knob, it will say engage managed heading mode, which basically which means nav. And if you hover it just below the heading bug selector, it says engage selected heading mode.
Yep, got it, mate.
It's all to do with managed or selected. When you select it, you are taking control, and when it's managed, then it's going to be managed by the FMC or a couple other little areas. But in effect, it's being managed because you've already told it what to do in another source.
Okay.
And that's the case for all three of those major buttons: the speed, the heading, and the altitude. They can all be pushed in to let the airplane take control, and they can all be pulled out to let you like select the airspeed, or to let you select the heading, or to let you select an altitude, for example.
Oh, that's good. And I just noticed that if I press AP1 or AP2, nothing happens.
Well, not yet. Yeah, you're probably because we're just still in the ground, or
okay.
I've only just signed in. I don't know, what state are you guys at? Are you already kind of ready to roll, or?
Yeah, we're at the runway. Runway, I think 19. I think.
Well, let's see. I'm behind somebody. I'm behind Gunpilot. Let me move my airplane, and then I'm probably right on top of somebody.
Yeah, because I'm here, and Cards, we're all on top of each other.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go behind or something.
And I'll move around.
Sorry, guys. I know I'm a little bit late, but at what stage are you guys at already? The flight plan is obviously loaded already.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that?
I didn't do cold and dark. I was gonna do it, but then I just said I'm just gonna start from the runway.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna scoot here in front of Bing Dinger.
Okay.
If you'll allow me that, since there's room. Oh, there's Gunpilot doing some four-wheeling. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, ingesting dirt into my jets.
Yeah, you're getting some FOD. So, this is my first, like, airliner group flight. Are there any different rules I should know about, or what?
Not that I know of. I've actually got damage on, so...
Oh, okay. Good for you.
We'll see how it goes.
It's a standard rule. Don't crash.
Yeah, don't crash.
Right. Excuse me. So let's see. I don't even have my other... I'm so late. I don't know why I'm so late. I know why, because I was chatting with two different people on my phone and getting distracted.
You're not late.
But I just want to make sure I'm all set up. For example, let's see. Do we have like a departure or anything like that?
Do you have the flight plan?
Yes, the flight plan I loaded in with it. I'm just going to clear this takeoff checklist. So takeoff config checks normal. So cabin check is still in blue, but that's nothing we can control. The flight attendants have to call up to us and that doesn't happen. So we can just leave it in blue, but it's not a completed item. That's okay.
Hey, flight attendant, knock on the door.
Yeah.
I need help.
Oh, I'm just going to go down into the McDo for a second and check on a couple things. So perf, yeah, we have our V1 speeds. That's good. We're going off of 19 left. Flex temperature 20 degrees. I'm going to put a cost index in here just for fun. Any idea what cruise level we're going to?
30,000.
Okay, I'm going to put that in as well. Just put 0. And IRS init is already done. Okay, good. Yeah, I think that's all good. And I haven't flown this aircraft.
Toll story. What's the recommended flaps on the takeoff for this?
Oh, probably the first one's called 1+F, which is basically just the first selection. It becomes 1+F.
Awesome. Thank you, buddy.
Sure, you're welcome. It's basically meaning that the slats and the flaps are out for takeoff. Whereas in landing, only the flaps come out, I think. It's been a while. But, yeah, it's been quite a while. Well, this will be fun.
Yeah, I've never done airliner group flight.
Okay, yeah, neither have I. So this is why I thought, oh, awesome.
I was gonna paint some advertising for Sizzling Popcorn's Discord on the plane in case anybody watched the video later. In their time.
That would be fun. One day I probably will try to get into painting some liveries, but I'm just way too much flying to do at the moment. So
we're taking off, are we?
Yeah, well, I've taken off.
Oh, you're gone already?
Yeah, he's got. I saw him sneaking away.
Was I supposed to wait for clearance?
I still see you guys.
I don't see anybody.
Sizzling's gone. I'm chasing him.
I'm only watching. I better get your YouTube thing up because I'm only watching on within the game, and I still see everybody here.
Ah.
No, Sizzling's gone. I've gone.
Oh. Okay. I'm following that. Here we go.
You little sneaky bugger, Sizzling.
Well, we do need some, an adequate amount of separation, so. SRS runway. 100.
Qantas Link Tree.
V1.
November. Did you
Rotate.
hear my last transmission?
12.3.5 Qantas Link Tree 20 November.
Gear up. Okay, I'll stop. It's just fun.
Start cruising altitude.
30,000.
Roger that.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync
Well, I
rate.
press my engage managed heading. Nothing actually works.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
The AP is working.
Sync rate.
Okay, so I'm
Sync
gonna
rate.
bring my schedule
Sync
slide.
rate.
Engage the autopilot. The autopilot.
Yeah.
You have your gear up?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like sinking.
I need to increase my altitude here. Or selected altitude anyway.
Sync
Target altitude, that's it. Target altitude.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Oh, I have
Sync rate.
I have ATC in my ear telling me to acknowledge transmissions. I'm just going to ignore them.
Too low. Gear. Too low. Gear.
So flaps up
Too
as
low.
we accelerate.
Gear. Too low. Gear. Too low. Gear. Too low.
I
Gear.
got the
try to get
crash
this-
on and I almost
Gear.
crashed.
Too low.
Oh.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Oh. Won't let me engage managed heading, but I'm on course, so that's the main thing.
Okay, so I'm all sorted. So do you guys have any questions? Are you all how are things going?
Yeah, same thing as Gunpilot. It's not, well, now it's going up. It's going up
Okay.
23,000. Whoa, it's going up even quick.
That's all right. Do you have in that big, thin, long rectangular window? Do you have 3 dots? One with speed, one with lateral, and one
yeah.
with. Okay, good. So yeah, you're managed in all respects.
Okay.
And in the Annunciator, the flight mode Annunciator, which is just above the artificial horizon, mine says thrust, climb, nav. What does yours say?
Climb and nav.
Yeah, that's all I've got too. Climb and nav and AP1.
Okay.
When I press the engage managed heading mode, nothing happens. I can engage selected heading mode, but I can't engage managed heading mode.
Okay.
And it's showing auto throttle on and heading track on AP1's on, but I can't engage managed heading mode. I don't think Pop can either.
Okay. Do you see your track line? Is your here? You know what? Let me get.
Yeah, I'm on track.
Let
I'm
me
on
get
track.
my the YouTube. You're streaming this, right?
Yeah.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
Let me get that up so I can see the odd thing.
Okay.
Because right now I have too many things to process. Okay. Oh, here you're my first option on YouTube. How's that? How's that for convenience?
Yeah.
I guess I've been watching you a little bit.
Yep,
Yeah.
me too.
Okay.
You have to turn the sound off the YouTube.
Yes, I did. I muted that. And let's see. So I'm level at 9,000. I'm sure we'll climb up, but okay. So yeah. So I see speed, alt star, and nav. That means you must have 6,000 feet popcorn set on your your
Yeah, I'm gonna see if
your
I.
altitude selector.
Yeah.
And let's see. So set something like, I don't know, 10 or anything, 10, 12, 15,000 feet, just something that's higher than you are on your altitude selector.
Okay. Yeah, they want me to go to 1.8, so I'm gonna go to.
Oh, then sure, yeah. In fact, I'll do that too. So we'll go to 180.
Oh, okay. I went to 30.
That's all right.
Climb and maintain flight level.
So I have a bit of a lag when I'm watching your stream, but
Yeah.
I'll try to keep up. So you have like 2300 set. Okay. I'll do the same, and then just press by press you have to be above that knob with a little arrow pointing up which says engage managed altitude mode.
Yeah, that's what I did. Once I moved it up to 18,000, I clicked the engage manage altitude again.
Okay.
So it's picking up again.
Yeah, and so now I see that your flight mode annunciator says thrust mode climb nav, which is perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. How about you, gun pilot?
No, I've got on mine. I've got climb, nav, and AP1. in
Okay.
green.
Is your auto thrust button underneath both AP1 and AP2? Is that green?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I'm climbing. I'm climbing through 25,500 away to 30,000.
Okay. Well, you're doing it fine, regardless. So maybe I won't worry too much about it.
And I'm on track. So
Yeah.
it just won't. When I press the engage manage heading mode, it doesn't actually do anything.
Well, actually, when you look at your primary flight display where your artificial horizon is, what are the three the annunciations in green? What do they say on the very top line?
Yeah, one is climb, one's nav, and one's AP1.
Okay.
And I've got a flashing Mantoga level climb.
Oh, okay. So you're in manual right now. Actually, bring your thrust lever. If you look down at your thrust lever, like physically look at it, bring it back. Like reduce your thrust levers to the climb detent. In other words, just make it parallel to where it says climb. Toga thrust, you've got them firewalled. that says Flex MCT, that says CL for climb.
All right.
If
Bring
you
them
bring
back.
those back to the climb detent or climb position, that might let you enable VNAV climb.
All right, well, I brought them back, so they're sitting. I'm sitting about 90. How do I know when I'm in climb? Because
Well, well, I mean, you're
I
right.
just brought them back
Hard.
to about 90%.
Well, try deselecting auto thrust and then reselecting it.
All right.
And cards, you're okay? Do you have it on autopilot, or do you know?
No, I don't even know what the autopilot button is. I'm just trying to fly this thing.
And fly it.
Yeah, I'm doing whatever, man.
Let me see. Got the.
Oh, cards 1125. You're a new name I don't recognize.
Yeah, this is the first time I jumped on for one of these.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's our first big airplane group flight, so it's all
Yeah.
kind of new for all of us.
All right, Tolstoy, I got me.
I haven't flown this at all yet. All I've flown at all was those little prop planes. So like, I'm having trouble even following the conversation.
Well, I'll tell
I'm
you,
having fun.
I'm telling you, I kind of know a little bit about this airplane, and even I'm having trouble because sometimes it just doesn't do what it should. So I think one way or the other we'll kind of work our way through it.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
Now
just
that
trying to listen and like see what I pick up and
Yeah.
try to go from there.
Okay, yeah, don't hesitate to chime in especially if things are going haywire or something. Gun pilot, how are you?
Yeah, I've now got thrust, MCT, alt cruise, nav, and AP1.
Okay, bring your thrust lever back just a touch more because you're in max continuous thrust. So bring it back just a little bit more to the climb, to the climb detent, and it should hopefully say thrust climb.
I'm in climb.
Okay,
Oh, so bring it back more. Okay.
just a little bit more. Like if you're looking at the actual thrust levers,
Yeah.
at the throttle quadrant.
Now it's saying speed, alt cruise, nav, and AP1.
Okay, well yeah, well now you're in cruise. So
Alright.
say again what it says.
Speed,
Yeah.
alt cruise,
Okay.
nav, and AP1.
Yep. Perfect. So now
Alright.
speed means that the auto thrust is simply commanding to maintain that speed, which is bugged, and you're already in cruise, so that's perfect. And
Then I've got a 300 speed dialed up, and it's maintaining between 280 and 300.
okay, you have a speed dialed in, do you?
No, sorry.
It's just
No.
it's
No,
managed.
that's my altitude. It's the standard. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sitting at 280 knots.
Okay. And you're at cruise? Yeah, that's well, I'm not sure. I'm still at 20,000 feet climbing, so I'm behind you.
Well, that's
Who
interesting.
else do we have? Bing Dinger, what are you up to?
Man, I'm just living the life. I've got the food cart service lady coming in here.
Nice.
She's seriously flirting with me. This is.
Are they wearing their summer short skirt uniforms this time?
Yeah, I may have talked about it before, but this iPad little thing called remote flight, all I had to do was set my altitude, press AP, heading, altitude. That's it. Sucker's going.
Well, you've got it
Hello.
easy then. The rest of us are having to work at it.
How did I manage to get in front of all you guys?
My
Guys are
nav,
learning.
my nav is weird.
So yeah, popcorn. How are things looking for you? Oh, I guess I can look and see.
Yeah, because it went off the line. It did like
Yeah,
a
mine too.
like a full 180.
Normally, I have to tell my thing to go on nav, but for this one, and I'm not trying to correct anybody, but for this one, I have to select heading for some reason. I don't know if that's any different.
Well, nav, the heading selector knob, which is that one with the triangle and underneath where it says heading, it controls heading and nav. And in Airbus language, managed means nav. So when you hover the mouse above the heading select knob, you'll see engage managed heading mode, and that basically means nav. It's the same as nav. It means it's going to follow your programmed FMC route. And you can tell that you're in managed nav when there's the solid dot under lat, which means lateral navigation. And over on the primary flight display above your artificial horizon, the third column over will say nav. Otherwise it would say heading or heading select. But if it says nav, you're in managed nav.
Mine does say nav. I
Yeah,
think most people get that.
So I'm just going to look at Popcorn's stream here. So he's in thrust lever.
Going to 121 decimal to Qantas Link
Oops, now where I'm looking up the window at the scenery.
Well, yeah, because you're off by a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I imagine.
And Popcorn, my plane went off track and started to fly towards the coast, but now it's coming back on track by itself.
Yeah, same here. It just wanted us to take a look at the ocean.
A scenic route, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gold Coast.
Nice. Popcorn, can you zoom in just a little bit?
Okay.
Just so I can see as much of your, you know what, I can't remember what the Airbus called it. Boeing is called it the MCP, mode control panel, but the autopilot control panel, I think ACU maybe that's what they call it. But you know, where you can see your flight display and the autopilot control panel.
Okay. The yeah, now it's veering back on track for Hugo.
I'm not even watching what my airplane's doing. I hope it's all right.
Hey guys, what airspeed are you doing? Because I seem to be pulling away from you at 285 knots.
Well, I'm doing 320, which is Mach 7.7, and I'm just letting it do its thing. It's programmed to do that.
Okay.
But I'm only at 27.6. I have a few thousand feet to go.
So maybe.
So let's see. So Popcorn, I see you have thrust lever.
Yeah.
So bring thrust lever on the very left-hand top corner. So bring your thrust lever, physically bring it down so it's parallel to the little CL mark on the thrust lever quadrant.
And I just realized my flaps were still extended.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even look down there. I see you're at 200 knots. I should have.
Yeah.
I should have clued in with that also. Sorry.
Because when he was talking about like 300, like you guys were talking about that, I was like, what? So I went and I pulled the flaps back. Then I could hear it, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
That's probably why.
Well, that may have complicated it, but the airplane itself prevented you from over speeding. So yeah. So now you've got your flaps up, so it's going to accelerate. Do you have 18,000 feet set in your altitude window?
Yeah, I just got the clearance to 300.
Okay, I could tell you had that set because it says Alt Star, which means it's capturing the set altitude. So that's what the star means. It's capturing what you've set in that window. But first of all, let's get that flat thrust lever. That means just move your lever to the climb. They call it the climb detent, but it's just the climb position in the airplane. Like bring your
around the 85%. Yeah, it's around the 85%.
Yeah, about 85-90%. And yeah, there you go. So yeah, it looks like it's pretty close to being parallel to the CL mark.
Yeah, I put them both the notches for CL are
okay.
in the spot.
Okay, and then go back up to your autopilot control panel. I can't remember what that's called for sure. I have to look that up.
You don't have to worry about me.
I'm more of a Boeing guy now, so I can't remember Airbus terminology. but it might be autopilot control. It might be ACP, autopilot control panel, but I might be wrong. Don't quote me.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh yeah, good. See, now it says thrust climb, which is exactly what you want. That means that it's controlling the thrust to, in order to climb to what you've asked it to. So perfect. Yeah, you're all set up.
Okay.
Thrust climb, nav, and alt means alt is armed for when you get close to it, it'll capture.
Okay. So now I can take a look out the window.
Yeah, now you can relax.
All right.
Tolstoy, if you hadn't joined us, we would have been flying manual all the way to Sydney.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to take a second and look at my own airplane. So I have Mach, Alt Cruise, and Nav, which is yeah, it's set up now in cruise. So good.
For the record, I'm still flying manual.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Wow.
120
Good for you.
I've got speed rather than Mach.
With one button. That's just one button that you can press, the speed button. It's up near the increase airspeed, just below autopilot display area. But even if it says speed, that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Okay.
That's telling you. Yeah.
Next week we'll fly to Concorde.
Ooh.
It's not available yet, anyways.
Well, I've got a constant indicated airspeed at 285 knots. You guys seem to be catching up.
No, that's what I have is 285 or
Okay.
Mach 7.4. I'm showing in Mach, but the speed tape shows it in indicated airspeed anyways, so you can see both at the same time. But I have Mach selected, which you usually would at this altitude.
And the reason that we're not closer together is because we all tried to enter the heading at different times.
Well, yeah, we took exactly. That's exactly right. So we probably merged. We may have strayed slightly off. Well, who knows where we activated? Asked it to join the nav track, but because we took off at different times and we're at different places when we activated nav, we merged over to the track, but we're going to be at different spots. For example, I see Gunpilot actually quite close to me. Like I can see his airplane, so that means we're pretty close, right?
I can see all of you on my screen behind me.
Yeah. Well, I can see your actual airplane.
Yeah.
In my window, so we don't have enough separation, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I see Waldo and his name right underneath the Gunpilot.
Oh, yeah.
Top of each other.
I see Blue Line Clapper. Is that someone with us? No. I only see Gunpilot ahead of me. I see Waldo behind me, Sizzling, and Cards.
And then you got Bing Dinger.
Oh, and Bing Dinger to the left of me.
Yeah, I'm on the actual track. You guys all went off the track and then figured out how to come back on. I'll be waiting for you over here. I'm not going over there.
Well, let me just investigate that. Oh, look there's Waldo Pepper speeding up.
There's a photo I've just posted on Community Flight Chat. Shows everybody bunched in pretty good.
So what livery does everybody have? I see Qantas Link.
Yeah.
Is our host with the most. I picked a Sunwing.
Sunwing.
I didn't realize it was going to come in full-blown yellow with an orange tail.
I picked Virgin Blue, which is Australian Virgin.
Nice.
There's a photo in Community Chat 1.
Okay, I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try to zoom in on Waldo. I'm still trying to get the hang of this darn. Just a minute. There we go.
It's overcast.
Over you guys.
It's overcast over Casino. casino.
I've got
So
Waldo
now
in a generic 320, just a yellow and orange one.
Nice, Waldo Pepper. You are in a United Airlines,
That's
like
me.
what, one livery or two ago.
Yeah, the Battleship Gray.
Yeah, I like it. Except now I've lost you again. Okay, what?
See, I haven't loaded
there we
those 320s up. You're just in the Neo Tolstoy to me.
Oh, is that right? That's all right. Now that I'm learning about the drone, I'm realizing what it means by speeds and whatnot, because it's taken me forever to zoom in on.
Well, the other thing too, if you're on the keyboard, you just
Yeah.
press F2 and that'll speed you up. So if you're doing W, e.g. going forward, just press
Yeah.
W and F2, and F2
Oh.
you'll see it'll speed you up.
Okay.
See that? Press W and F2 and you'll speed up.
Yeah, I'm trying that right now. I don't see a lot of action going on. Oh no, here it comes. There must be a lag or something. Anyway, I don't want to hog the airwaves about my drone. My drone shenanigans.
Just droning on.
It's true, isn't it?
I got a 66 knot wind, headwind. But that's not bad compared to this afternoon from Kelowna to Vancouver in the longitude.
You flew from Kelowna?
Yeah, it was like 100. It was like 140 knot winds at 30,000.
Wow.
It was like pretty much like when we went from France to Seattle, the oscillation. Well, it was like that, but because of the wind. Dolphin flying.
Yowzer. I've been to Kelowna many times.
Okay. Yeah, because FS, or not FS, just F-Sim Studios, they put together Kelowna. It's good. It's better than default, but it looks somewhat basic.
Okay. Were there any Convares on the ramp?
Some what?
Convares. CV580s, a Convair, medium-sized turboprop turbine airplane.
Yeah, because on by like the hangars, there's like a lawn, and it's just full of like GA planes.
Okay.
But then at one of the at the south end, right on the right side of the airport, or sorry, the runway, looking up north, there's a bunch of those planes. I thought it was the planes for fire, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, actually, it could be, because there could be firefighting. They might be based there, or they could also be getting some mods there. There's a company that does mods.
Okay.
Of anything. Like, for example, the company did put glass cockpits in the, I can't remember the country anymore. Some South American, like the Colombian Air Force or something, or Russian helicopters. They completely converted these clapped out old airplanes into modern glass cockpits, so they can work wonders.
Yeah.
In Kelowna, of all places. Believe me, I know.
But it was light rain in Kelowna, and then cloudy, overcast in Vancouver.
Ah, okay.
It's done it again to me, but I've nudged it to go back towards the line.
So yeah, so let me just see. Isn't that strange? Because you're in nav. Like, what else does it want? Huh.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is what I'm learning, is that there just may be times when the sim just is not working when it should.
Yeah.
And just have to take a breath and say, oh well, figure it out. Use heading. because from what I see, you have Mach, Alt Cruise, Nav. It should be right on your course.
Yeah. And I've
Green all the way down the line, baby.
There's no reason for it not to be on that green line.
And I've got the fly-by-wire. I've got the latest update from a couple days ago.
I'm pretty sure I have that. I don't know how we're supposed to keep track of all these things we've added, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We'll come up with a manager at some point for it.
Yeah, I've read about some kind of a manager. That will be like a mod manager. That will be awesome.
All right, looks like we're about halfway there. Maybe a hair less.
Somebody mentioned a mod manager the other night on the street.
Oh yeah.
There's one out there.
Okay, I'm gonna go back into drone mode and see if I can scope out Waldo's United Gunmetal Gray or Battleship Gray or whatever you call it. Let's see. Oh, you can tell we're in Australia when a call sign of Bondi Bro shows up.
Bondi Bro, dude.
Bondi Bro. Yeah. Okay.
Out of curiosity, Tolstoy, the fact that it chose 285 for this cruising speed, that's on purpose.
Yes, it figures it out.
Would you want to that or no?
Would you what?
Would you make that faster or no? That's a good speed. General speed.
No, you can choose to. Like before takeoff, I put in a cost index, which is extremely tied into how fast you're going to cruise at. So if you don't put anything in like that, then it will just, I guess there's maybe some kind of a default. I don't know exactly what the sim does. But I'm outside the cockpit right now. I can't even look and see what I'm doing.
Oh, you're just rapping, dude.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm going to take a picture of that. I'm just enjoying myself with this drone. Nice. Oh, I hear.
Go for it.
I'm sure I hear Waldo. I need to get my drone in position. I don't see him yet, but I know he's there. I hear him.
Just flew over top of you.
You're flying manual, Waldo.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. Yeah. No, I heard you go by me.
Generally speaking, when would we want to start going down? Right now, we're 200 nautical miles out, or 210, 23 minutes out. When do you start descending?
Well, if you're asking me.
I mean, I could figure it out. I'll hit the brakes, baby.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Actually, you don't even need. I will tell you. I will give you an answer, but I will tell you. Let me go inside the cockpit here for a second. Because the Airbus will tell you. So will the Boeing. They'll show a top of descent. But let me get back inside the cockpit.
I'm getting a photo of it as you get down close to me, Waldo.
Like
if you get really close.
I'm going to increase my range a
Jim,
little
what's
bit.
your task?
285. Indicated airspeed 285.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, we're too far out to see it yet, but the Airbus will show you a top of descent symbol, and it's like a little line with a downward pointing arrow. We like to call it the hockey stick. You'll see it here shortly when we get closer, but it's a little symbol. It's a symbol right on your track, plan on your navigation display, and a little downward arrow, and that's your top descent point. So it will show you visually. But as a rule of thumb, if you don't have that, it's basically you need, oh shoot, let me think for a second. You need 3 miles for every 1,000 feet. It's basically 1 in 3. So for 30,000 feet, you probably need to go down at least 90 miles out, if not 100.
That's good to know. So if this hockey puck doesn't come up,
oh, it'll probably come up, but we're a bit too far out. We're probably not within the range of it showing the descent profile.
So the hockey stick, where's the hockey puck in the net?
I'll tell you what, the hockey puck will be no, seriously. I mean, it's funny. It's funny that you asked that, because now we haven't. I've never actually heard those terms, but I'm just making things up as I go along.
Okay.
Because there is going to be a green dot that will appear near the approach, and there will also be there might be an end of descent, which could be considered the net. So the puck could be called the green dot, and the runway or end of descent is the net.
Okay.
So you're right. I mean, I've never ever actually thought of it in those terms before, but they might be there. Watch for the green dot. It'll be there for sure. Green dot is a famous Airbus thing.
Okay.
Bell cards is still manually controlling it.
Oh yeah, I'm all over the place, man. Everybody on my plane's already sick.
Well, for what it's worth, the first 3 weeks that I had this new flight simulator, I don't think I turned the autopilot on once, because I didn't even know how, on all these different little airplanes and Garmin G1000 and G350. I had no idea.
Wow.
So I got my money's worth hand flying it for 3 weeks at least.
So you've done your RTFM, have you, Toltoy?
What's that?
You've done your RTFM.
RTSM?
Yeah, read the flaming manual.
You're right.
And I cleaned that up.
Yeah. No, that's true. Well, Waldo did send me the manual for the, the extra.
All right, check it out. I messed with my max range, so I set it to 60, and just to the left of my green line, I see a little tiny white hockey stick.
Yeah.
That means go down.
That means that's where it thinks you should start down. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. You're allowed to start down before if you want to. You just tell it to. But that's where that's the
Okay, cool.
VNAV.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yep, no worries.
Will that be like a 3% slope or something like that?
Not. I don't think it's calculated by an actual percentage, but it just has to do with well, winds are involved for sure. Probably your weight also, how high you are. What it's basically doing is it wants you down to whatever altitude it thinks you need to be at a place further down the line. It will backtrack and calculate when you need to start down to meet that requirement or to meet that restriction. And it's all dependent on the current conditions, whether it be winds, whether it be your weight, whether it be your speeds. It calculates all of it.
Get all envelope.
This knowledge must get you lots of checks, right? Cause I'm kind of turned on. I don't know.
I don't even admit. I say, oh yeah, you know, if anybody asks me, I work in the travel industry.
Yeah.
Should I be
No,
sending
it's
it?
not. It's definitely not the first thing I say to anyone. Sorry, what was your question?
Should I be descending it?
I doubt it. But
Okay.
yeah, because you can't be that far in front of us. I don't think so.
Will this automatically start the descent?
It should automatically descend if you have a lower altitude set in that window, and that you're still in managed VNAV. It should.
Where should I see that lower altitude set?
Oh well, that has to do with ATC, or if we're ignoring it, just set something on your own. But if you get to the hockey stick, for example, and you're not on ATC, we would ask, requesting lower, because we know we have to start down. But in the sim, just set something lower, like 20,000 or 15,000, whatever, and it should start down.
Okay.
So
But it
on
doesn't.
that, so on the decrease and engage, manage altitude, that one just lower it, even though it doesn't do anything right now. It might when we get to that point.
Exactly. You can, because right now, if you look over at your primary flight display, it will say Alt Cruise, and it's there until you tell it to do something else. You can set whatever you want. I'm going to change mine right now. I'm going to make it 280 or whatever. Nothing's going to happen. I'm still in Alt Cruise. I'm still flying at 30,000 at flight level 300. Nothing will happen. But
if you press that button,
yes. If you press the button,
understood.
that's the difference between managed and selected. If I want to start down now, then I have to engage selected altitude, because now I'm taking control. Selected.
But even the crazy thing on a plane like this, even when you quote unquote take control, you're not grabbing the handles. You're just twisting the knob.
Well, no, but that's just a phrase, like a figure of speech, in that whenever you push that knob. Oh, see, I've done something. I pushed the knob. Hang on 1 second. I have to take care of business here. Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm
well,
at 30,000.
Yeah, Waldo, there's a photo in community chat.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Anyway, I'll clean up my own mess here in a second. But to answer your question, yes, when you pull the knob, you are telling it to descend to 270 or whatever the case may be now, because that's what I want to do, and I'm doing it now. You're telling it to do it. In other words, you have control. But if it's managed, it's more of what's set.
But even, I guess what I'm saying, like quote unquote, when you have control, you're not even talking about using the joystick. You're saying control over that. You barely use the joystick when you fly something like that.
Oh no, you're still, the autopilot is still on. You are telling the autopilot what to do versus the computer telling the autopilot what to do.
And that's a big difference between the other autopilots in this game. The other autopilots is you just tell it everything. This one has like the computer can tell it. You can tell.
The Boeing still have it.
No, I mean smaller planes, the smaller ones.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're right about that.
That confused me for a while on this big one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the big thing is if there's an FMC or a flight management system with flight management computers, they can control a lot because you've already programmed it, and then you let it take over and do what you've already asked it to do. But you can always take over, not necessarily manually, but take over in that instant and still tell it what to do, but still under autopilot. Okay, I need to take a look at Waldo here. He's encroaching in my airspace, and I love it.
Have a look how close we got to me in the
Yeah.
picture. He actually disappeared. Had to wait for him to visualize again.
So Popcorn, are you having to use heading this whole time? It's not maintaining your track.
No, it's not. Like it will come back to it. Like I gotta like push it to go back and then I let go, and then it goes. But then like
Yeah.
just now, it's going.
So okay, I see just something in a minute because a moment ago, keep in mind I'm what 10 seconds behind you.
Yeah.
But you are overriding the autopilot. I'm guessing because you have autopilot engaged and yet you are physically turning the airplane. Is that correct?
Yeah, I had to do that a while ago when it was going off course.
Okay. Well, I would suggest one of two things. Either take the autopilot off and turn the airplane, or go into heading select and just use the heading bug to turn it.
Okay.
But cause I think it could be confusing to the computers if it has both the autopilot and pilot inputs going on at the same time. It could be confusing it. So I would say go to heading select as a start, because you already have the autopilot engaged, so that's fine. So the heading bug should be at the top. So just push the heading select knob, which is the one with the little blue triangle.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, pull it, which means in other words lower.
Select heading mode.
Engage selected heading mode, and you should see heading select or heading, one or the other, I can't remember which, should appear above your artificial horizon.
I've engaged that, but it's not going.
Okay, so there it says heading. Okay. Yeah, see, I just saw it say show heading. So, but why is it turning to the left still?
No clue.
You see, that's the frustrating part, is that little blue triangle, it should be following that little blue triangle, but it's not.
I'm gonna try to hand fly it back and then put the autopilot back on.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. So take the autopilot off.
Yeah.
In other words, like whatever it is, Z or just press the autopilot button again. I think that works.
Pressing the autopilot again worked. I can keep the auto throttle on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all those things are. Well, I shouldn't say a blanket statement, but they can they're not. You can have one without the other easily, in the gist of it.
We dump our fecal matter and urine over the people of the country.
You're not talking about blue water, are you?
Come on, give us the deal. When do we dump it? Do you pick like a town or the kid who used to beat you up, and that's where you dump?
Do you want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
And you know, each country has their own rules, but Japan, coming into Tokyo, Narita, you have to lower your gear about 13 miles away from the runway, which is probably twice as far as normal, because you're still over the water. Because one time, back in 1960, some blue water or something, I don't know what it has to do with gear either, dropped into somebody's yard when the gear came down. So now they want you to drop your gear over the water and come in. And so for the next 50 years, we have to have our gear down by a certain point, coming in from that direction over the water.
Talk about fouling your airflow.
Yeah. So,
I'm 94 miles out.
Oh, okay. You must have a little hockey stick on your.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So set something lower. So set something lower, like 15,000.
I set it to 10, and
Nice.
I'm just waiting for it to do it. I've got Mach, cruise, and nav up on my primary.
Nice.
Where's this hockey stick you're talking of?
It will appear. It'll appear on your track. you'll see it, like you'll visually see it on your track, on your nav display.
It should intersect the line.
Well, it'll be on the line. Yeah.
Is it like it's blue?
I don't see mine yet, but
Mine.
yeah, probably is.
I don't see it on mine either.
I think blue with a little arrow at the end that's touching the green line.
That looks right.
Yeah, because it's coming up soon.
Oh, you know what? I need to start paying attention because I'm not in the proper mode at the moment.
Well, mine started to descend by itself now.
Yeah, could you set something lower? Yeah, it'll start on its own.
I set 20,000.
Uh-oh, okay. Yeah, I need to get back. Yeah, so my hockey stick just appeared. I'm practically on top of it.
What colour is this hockey stick?
Blue.
And it's on not the leftmost.
You're ahead of me, right? You're ahead of me, right, Gunn?
Yeah.
I think you've already gone past it because I'm just coming up to it now.
Okay. I can't see any hockey stick on my.
Tony's on your right wing. Totally.
It would have been. It would have been on your little right display.
Oh, we're almost a beam to us. Yeah.
You see Zany on the horizon?
Yeah, things are happening fast now. I'm not organized for it.
Your plane's getting ahead of you, huh?
A little bit, yeah. Way too much chatting with the flight attendants.
Hey, Tolstoy, Zany's in that green blob on your heading.
Oh.
Why is mine doing orbit over OLTIN?
Oh.
I thought you were doing screenshots or something.
No, it's doing an orbit.
Okay, so I just went past the top descent point, the hockey stick. So let me see if it starts descending. No, I have to tell it to, so I need to push. I need to engage speed mode and tell it to go down. Push lever alt star.
No, it's alright now. Now I'm behind you guys. On track again behind you. Why would it do that? Ah, maybe it's trying to get down to 20,000 before it got back on track.
Do we have an arrival set? I mean, I don't even know what. I haven't even looked at my flight plan. Normally we do this before topic sent. Because I'll tell you, things start happening fast. You need to get everything prepared.
Brisbane Center Qantas Link
crazy.
Yeah, I'm. Things are going fast. I'm fastly going backwards and down into the ground.
Oh, so let me see. Yeah, let me look at you for a second there.
Yeah, I've taken off AP completely.
Yes, I see. Yeah,
even
okay,
the thrust.
Okay, yeah, and I see you're overspeeding. That's okay.
Oh yeah, I see that now. Yeah, 400 and something.
Yeah, why is it that we? Sorry, I should have paid a bit more attention to what was going on the feed. I'm watching you on a laptop, so everything's smaller than I would like, so I can't quite see.
Because it's like I'm stuck at Macca.
At what?
At Macca, MACKA.
Oh, max continuous thrust. MCT. Or Macca, you're talking about a waypoint?
Yeah, waypoint Macca.
Yaka. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
I brought it down to 9,000 because I was like, well, I also think I got the hockey stick.
Yeah. Okay, well just try to get back on track. Even if you have to use heading select or just hand fly it, at least you're going in the right direction. And you're what, 22,000 feet? Okay.
Qantas Link 320 November, did you copy?
Let's go see what I have in here.
125.75.
Yeah, we need to put an approach in.
So the throttle lever should be on auto thrust now and not climb anymore?
Yeah, it just stays, it stays in climb the entire time.
Yeah, that.
After takeoff. So because you're still in. I've moved mine, unfortunately. So mine says thrust lever. It shouldn't say that, but I've moved mine at some point.
It says thrust lever, DES, and nav.
Yeah, mine says. Mine says Alt Star because I think I had. I'm not sure why. I've got 12,000 feet set as a 11,000 feet set.
This is so different than flying any one of the other planes. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. But we need to get an approach in. So, if I don't know if Popcorn, if you can manage, because you've got your hands full right now.
I just put the AP2 on, and
okay,
it's looking.
So thrust lever, yeah. So bring your thrust lever back to the CL position.
Okay.
Hey guys, in there.
Zany, hello. How are you?
Hey.
Zany.
Just fine. And you guys?
Good. We have our hands full, all of us, like
Oh my God.
including me. So right now I'm looking at my CDU, which is where you program you program your stuff. So I'm going to go to flight plan, and it'll show a couple of legs, but in the bottom it shows destination YSSY.
Yeah.
So press that. It's like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the line select key L6, lower one. So destination YSSY. Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Not in database. Erase.
That's exactly what I'm showing. That's not what I was expecting. So I'm gonna reselect just anything else, and then reselect flight plan. Wait a minute. Okay, clear it. Where's the clear button? GPS primary. Yeah, just select any other button to get rid of it. But flight plan. Okay, so select erase, and that gets it back. So destination. No, that is, again, you know what? What can I say? It's not working. It's just not work. You should be able to select an approach from here. Let me just go through the other pages just in case. Data. Airport. No. Flight plan. We might be doing a visual.
VFR.
Yeah. You know what? This is where you just have to take a. This is where I have to take a breath, relax, and just okay, plan B, because that's where you're supposed to be able to select an arrival, select your approach, but it's just not doing it. Oh. And here we are going to be IFR soon in the clouds.
I'm going to be sent down to 10,000 now.
Okay.
What are you guys flying?
Airbuses 320.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the Airbus 321.
321?
Yeah.
It's a special Ding Dinger edition.
Big Dinger edition.
I thought it was the A320-BD.
Okay, we're like 35 miles out. Yeah, so definitely about 30 miles out on average. You should be at 10,000, so we're right about right. So I'm gonna go down to, let's say, 7,000. I'm just winging it. I don't know the, specs around here, but. And I'm also going to just take selected now. At some point we get rid of VNAV. We just do it ourselves as a matter of course. So I'm just now open descent. Open descent means you're doing it. You're telling it to go down to whatever you've asked for. Well, it's too bad we're not going to get an ILS out of this. Well, we could, I suppose, if we knew the frequencies, but...
Yeah.
How are you doing, Popcorn?
It started to pull again. Oh, now without, it's gone flipped over. I think it's right now. I'm at 80. My range is at 80. It might be that it's keeping within what, 4 miles on each side.
No, I mean it should be right on. It should be bang on.
Okay.
I mean the range is for your convenience, for situational awareness. The airplane doesn't care what that range is on.
Should it be on Roll's nav? Because it's on arc. It's always been on arc.
Yeah, that's fine. Arc is fine. That's exactly what you see. Is just the arc in front of you.
Okay.
We sometimes turn to LS for the approach, but arc is fine. It's maybe one of these days you and I just go up for a flight and just try to really nail down. I mean, what could it be about your computer? Or, I mean, you may have a lot of stuff on it, but
yeah,
it just doesn't seem to, things don't engage.
And did you say you have the fly-by-wire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm taking over.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
You know what you could do? Check it out. Sizzling Popcorn could put a thing called Team Viewer on his computer, right? And you could also put Team Viewer, and then on your computer you could see what he's doing, and you could actually interact with his screen, like tell him to click here and then click there if he doesn't do it because he's in.
Really interesting.
I use that all the
that's
time.
free software.
Would that also, could I also access his bank accounts?
And you just have to have him log in while you're watching.
The business opportunity there. Flight sim lessons.
Yeah.
I'm getting so close to retirement that I don't know. I'm not really looking at business opportunities.
Flight sim instructor.
Yeah. Although you never know. I mean, it's fun, but I mean, I'm kind of rusty myself with all this stuff.
PayPal going and use it to upgrade all your system.
Well, yeah. I do need a 3090.
A 3090.
Don't we all? But AMD they're supposed to release their press release like any day now.
Oh.
Runway 16R looks golden to me, folks.
Oh, that's virtually straight in then, right?
Yeah, it should be straight in.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna descend down a little bit more.
I'm going to do one out over the bay. Coming
Okay.
on, I think. Come on, one of the parallel runways over the bay.
Sim Vibe is so cool, man. Like when you throttle up these jets, like,
Yeah.
it just rumbles the whole.
I know. Hey, I mean, you're preaching to the choir. It's a cool sound.
No, I'm not talking about the sound. I'm talking about the feel. I got like
feel.
transducers mounted to the bottom of my seat.
Oh wow. I don't know. You might be talking me into something there.
You got vibrators built in?
Underneath my chair, I have two.
He's having a lot of fun on this
two
one.
75-watt low frequency transducers, and there's a program called what's it called? I forget what it's called. It's a plugin written by some Russian guy.
Okay.
It drives them using telemetry out of the sim.
So let's see. I'm 15 miles away from the airport. Popcorn, you are also 15 miles away.
I'm at
9,000. Yeah, set something lower. Can you set something lower
Yeah.
on your? Yeah, like 4 or 5, maybe 4,000.
4,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I've set it.
And then make sure it's the engage the selected altitude mode. That's
okay.
like flight level. That's like flight level change in Boeing language. It's you're asking it to go down there now because you're asking it to do that. So selected is the pilot telling it to do it. Okay.
Holster, why is this overriding my trim settings?
Is it?
Yeah. I set my trim setting to neutral and it keeps on throwing up or down.
Oh, I don't know. What does your
Autopilot
what do your enunciation say? You're at the the green letters above your primary flight display.
Just speed because I've turned AP off. I'm just flying.
Okay.
Manual.
Okay, that's all right.
Speed's in green and nav is in blue.
I got
That's
sync
right.
rate.
Uploaded.
Yeah. There's Alt Star for me. I might have to. I've also selected flaps 1 by now already. I'm getting behind here.
Yeah, I'm sliding underneath you here.
Yeah. Flap 2 for me. I'm going to slow down.
I got about like 2 FPS.
I snagged that ORBX scenery today.
Which one?
Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney, yeah.
Yeah, south and approach with 3-4 left. That's a long runway.
It was down and safe.
Nice. Awesome. You're the leader of the pack.
I'm like looking out the window at Sydney here. I'm not even like paying any attention to this approach.
There's the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Everything's slowing down, overspeed, over.
Oh. Yeah.
But it's like everything is just.
Manual toga. Well, your thrust lever. Are you come back with your thrust lever? It's saying manual toga, so I think you might have them firewalled. Oh, I'm not paying attention to my own airplane here.
I did just firewall mine because I was descending and I couldn't climb out.
Oh.
Turning off AP.
So am I actually.
AP, you're fired.
Oh, there it is. I'll put the gear down, more drag.
What's the approach speed in these guys?
Oh, probably about 140, 145.
Okay, thank you.
A good clue is the orange tape, the orange and black checkered tape. You want to stay above that, but you don't necessarily need to be too far above it. So as long as you're above it, 5 or 10 knots, that's good. And that tape will change with your flap setting. The more flap you hold, the lower that flap, the orange tip.
Yeah.
All I have to say is I love the HUD on this 787. Flip down HUD is so sweet.
Well, you would love the real HUD. This one in the sim it's missing a few things, but I'll tell you, it's amazing in the airplane. It's amazing.
Showing me like center line of the runway on approach now and everything, and the glide path and everything. It's pretty wild. Go have to mod the.
Oh, I'm
All
landing
down
on
safe.
I'm landing on the far runway. Oh well, I could do a circuit and come back in.
3-4 left's a nice long runway, and you get a good approach out over the water.
Yeah, that's the one I'm lined up for, I believe.
I actually landed on there once. 3-4 left.
Other players around here. That's cool.
That's pretty cool, man. They got a bunch of cranes on over there at a port over there, just like the ones out.
I'm going to come in at 135 knots. I mean, it depends how much fuel you have, how heavy you are, but my speed tape's at 120. So I'm going to come in at 130, give or take.
What's my logo?
I forgot to arm the auto brakes. And why is that not activating?
Auto brakes are...
just to the right of the center screen. You can just apply manual brakes anyway. But...
You got reverse thrust on these?
Yep.
Beautiful.
But of course, that's a French
I'm on
accent.
I'm on base for 3-4 left.
Oh, that's a bit on the south side.
It's cool when you go over the dirt with this thing. The jets show an animation of it destroying the ground.
Yeah. Speed brakes up, reverse green.
Flying is Boeing and coming in, and when I nail the front, when it brakes hard, like I can feel like that vibration transducer going thump, thump, thump under the chair underneath me.
Oh yeah,
And
wow.
then the nose of the plane is going down like it's got a up and down like it's got a flat tire. It's pretty wild. Got the feeling and the sound.
Okay, so I'm gonna do some four-wheeling and just so I can park off the runway. I wanna make myself available for popcorn here.
I feel like you remember in the movie Airplane when the guy has to like lead him in, you know?
Sydney approach, gun pilot, on final, runway 34 left, full stop.
Whoa.
Nope.
We've got my
Pull up.
clearance to land.
There's no way. There's no way I'm pulling up. No. No.
Don't wreck.
Don't wreck. I'm like, I get the yoke fully yanked back and the trim.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too
Come
low.
on.
Terrain.
Come on,
Too
blast
low,
out.
terrain.
Blast
Too
out.
low. Terrain.
And thank you for that, Tolstoy, right on 140.
Are you trimming? Are you trimming up also?
I'm trying to just
Too low.
go over
Terrain.
the mountain.
Too low. Terrain.
It was at 4,000.
Terrain.
Yeah, you were
Too
way
low,
behind
terrain.
us. That's why
Too low,
4,000. I guess
terrain.
is not a good altitude
low,
for you.
terrain.
Unfortunately.
No.
Terrain.
But you made it. You made it.
But I made it. I made
It
it.
looks like you're making it. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I made it. I think I might be fine after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at the
What
BFR should be good.
What are those? The Blue Mountains, or where is he? I don't know.
I'm about a third of the way through between Sanad and Olton, the two waypoints.
This livery pack is awesome. These Frontier jets, they'll have like animals on the tail. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I just downloaded the liveries yesterday. So
Makes
it's
the
all
terminals
very
look-
new and exciting for me.
It makes the terminals look a lot nicer when you show up there and everybody's all the different flights are wearing the proper shoes.
Very true.
Yeah, because I'm about 60 miles out.
Oh yeah, for some reason I thought you were much closer to the pack, but you were
So
a little bit behind us.
yeah, because of the couple of AP spins.
Glitches, yeah.
Yeah. But man, that was fun. Just trying to get over that hill because I knew if I crashed, I'd have to start all over again.
Yeah, no, that you don't want to do that.
No.
Yeah, a general rule of thumb is 10,000 feet, about 30 miles out. That'll work for almost anywhere.
Okay.
Where are you, Tolstoy?
Where am I? I'm on the ground on 34 left, but I parked for a second so I can
Okay.
focus my attentions.
Yeah. I'll go park next to Waldo.
I guess I can taxi a little bit, sure.
I like the KLM paints too, Tolstoy.
There's a couple, yeah, nice one. They're special, 50th or 150th or whatever, 500th anniversary orange and red or blue.
Yeah, that's the one that's over here. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I saw their real 777 with that orange and blue paint job once. Okay, so let's see. Looks like
KLM, Frontier, Southwest.
Oh, I saw 7-8 and I was like, is that Tolstoy?
Delta.
But no, it's Julie.
I flew the 787 in under the canyon, the Grand Canyon this afternoon.
Oh.
Not for very long because it got too narrow and I just can't maneuver.
Yeah.
Tolstoy, you have to stop hanging out with me.
I just took a look at the outside. There's a bunch of frost on the plane.
Oh yeah. Wow. You know what? It might be a bug at the moment, but if you look up on your overhead panel, the engine and wing anti-ice switches have fault lights. It says they're on, but with a fault. So
Okay.
that must be a bug at the moment, unfortunately.
Because yeah, if I click them, it'll turn them off. Actually, because I just pressed any ice, so it just went on.
Oh well, because mine, nothing happens. Fault light's on light is on, and nothing. I can push and push. So yours actually do something. Is that right?
Yeah, because I just turned on the anti-ice.
Yeah.
Because I have a button on my Stream Deck that does all the anti-ice all at once.
Because mine, they've been faulted right from the get-go, and I can't do anything about it.
As you'll see in just a moment, I'll press the buttons. It'll come back on.
I wasn't watching where it's going. I was taxiing on the grass.
Colleagues are watching this stream, like laughing at
Yeah.
Yeah, the professionals are watching.
Which runway do you come in on?
16, right? Right on in.
I'm just at the end of the bounds.
And like getting ready for takeoff, all of my autopilot stuff should be on the managed stuff. Generally, okay.
2,500.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get ready for the Melbourne week.
I'm just trying to think. It's been a long time, but
if it doesn't work, I just switch to the other one. It's as simple as that.
well, exactly. I mean, that's the thing, is that you always have a choice. There's always a plan B. But I'm just trying to think of, and again, it could be a sim thing. For example, in the Boeing, it doesn't, for some reason, doesn't work very well when I go off in VNAV. Whereas if I select it after the fact, then it's fine. But I don't know if I can say any hard and fast rules here in the sim.
I know we're all appreciating your help, dude. I will tell you that, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, well, you're welcome. I'm enjoying it. It's more for myself even than anyone else because it's been so long.
Well, yeah, what I find is when you help out others, it actually reinforces what you know. Like like in your case, if you haven't done it in a long time, just by helping us out, it helps you to remember some of that stuff.
That's very true. Yeah. Very true.
My sim just crashed. Luckily, I'm on the ground. I'm just going to load Melbourne flight now.
Oh.
Uh-oh, I'm in the Charlie airspace.
Charlie, you're not allowed in the Charlie airspace.
With the clearance, you are.
Granted clearance.
I landed way the hell out in the boondocks. I'm taxiing for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I looked at my speed. It was like 250. I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick it up. Now I'm overspeeding, so now I'm slowing down again.
Oh yeah, well your thrust lever is in max continuous thrust, which is, firewalled basically.
Max continuous.
First class passengers are starting to revolt.
Yeah.
Run out of champagne. This is not gonna work.
Mine revolted a long time ago. When I almost crash landed back by that old tin triangle.
Where are you, Bing Dinger?
Oh, I'm waiting on the end of standby.
1.6.
Yeah, 1.6R. I figure that's
That's right.
my best takeoff because then I can just make a little right-hand turn.
Yeah.
Actually, no, the other runway is probably better. 25.
Have you loaded the Melbourne flight plan?
What does the Melbourne flight plan have us taking off of?
Well, there's a Brisbane Sydney leg and there's a Sydney Melbourne leg.
Yes. So, what does the next leg have us taking off of?
I don't know. I'm loading up now.
Oh.
I just made my own flight plan of YBBN, YSSY, YMML.
Nice.
Yeah, Popcorn's got a IFR plan, Sydney Melbourne on the.
Well, that's
on
why
the internet track.
your track is ours, perhaps.
He's having to be told everything what to do. You think I'm going to rely on his flight plan?
No, he comes up with flight plans.
You'll end up in Tasmania.
Oh, it got me here safely.
Yeah.
Playing, you know, man.
Yeah. They'll send you to
Nothing wrong with
Tasmania.
being the last one.
Yeah, I've gone down to like 4,000. Then I went back up to 10,000, back down to 4,000, up to like 9,000. Now I'm descending again.
Sounds like time
My
to take
entire
out
trip,
the
I was oscillating between 300. Actually, I got up to like 375,000, all the way down to 250, just back and forth the whole way. And like I said, I got down to like 3,000 feet around that Yaka triangle, and almost crashed there. But I'm good for the moment. Let's see if I can
Sounds
land.
like you should take over and fly it manually, Popcorn.
Oh yeah, I've got the flight on manual.
Yeah. Well, he's on track right now, so that's good. Yeah, you're in descent. With alt in blue means it will capture.
But I don't.
No autopilot.
But yeah, I don't have the autopilot, so you'll still catch the altitude.
No. Well, let me think for a second. No, the flight director will. The flight director, the two green bars that make a cross.
Yes,
They will indicate to you that you should be doing something to maintain that altitude when it comes in, but no, it will not do it automatically.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but you do have the flight directors activated, 1FD2, so it will probably raise up and tell you to level off, but it won't do it. You'll have to follow the flight directors. You'll have to do it yourself.
Two green bars are?
Yeah, those are the flight directors.
So I'm supposed to fly toward the intersection?
Yes, exactly. Kind of make the two bars kind of cross.
Right in the middle.
Yeah. If in relation to that little square, the little yeah, I guess you call it the tiny little square.
Yeah, the dot in the middle of my screen, my target basically.
Yeah, exactly.
We get to fly into my hometown this time.
Nice.
Yeah. And the weather is overcast here.
Yeah. Well, Brisbane was fine, but once we took off, then it started to get cloudy. Now coming in to Sydney, it's cloudy. Hey.
I'm paying attention to too many different things. I'm gonna crash.
Well, I've been doing that all for the last 2 hours.
I just have to see the runway and get
drive them on the ground.
That's all I got.
So your speed's getting a bit low there, Popcorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up to about 84%.
What do you use these ground speed brakes spoilers for? Is that in the air really just to slow down?
Both, yes. You can use it in the air to slow down or to get down quicker. And you also use them on the ground as soon. Well, they should come up automatically as soon as you touch down, and those also will help you slow down faster and also provide more weight on the wheels so that the brakes are more effective.
Yeah.
So you can use them in the air and also on the ground.
My brakes were saying hot before, but they're not now. It's so cool, man. On the multifunctional display in the middle that shows the engine, it was showing brakes hot.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens. Well, I might have to reload with the next flight plan in.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do once I get there. That way it'll reset my autopilot.
Yeah. Oh, you're way too fast.
Yeah. Well, because I put it to about 84 or so percent.
So,
then I pulled it back.
yeah.
But then now I'm gonna go back down to like nothing. Like,
So in other words, you do not have a joystick, do you?
I do, but I'm using my Yoke instead.
Okay, but
Yeah,
what do you control your thrust levers with?
Stream Deck.
Well, I don't understand how it does.
It's pretty much like a keyboard. So there's buttons. So I got to increase throttle and decrease throttle buttons.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bit more awkward. It's not quite as intuitive.
Yeah, because that's also my rudder right and rudder left.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that sounds a bit more difficult than if you just have a lever to. If you need a bit more, just add a bit more. You don't even have to think about what you're adding, just add a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's leveled off just under 300.
Yeah, try to get down to at least 250 or less.
Okay.
250 below 10 is a good. Well, it's actually not a rule of thumb; it's an actual rule.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like 210 under 10,000 or.
Yeah, 250 below 10.
250 below 10.
Yeah. And I'm going to show how rusty I am. I think it's, and then 200 knots within 4 miles of an airport. And again, don't quote me. I'm on vacation, don't forget.
Yeah.
You're doing something else, man.
Forced vacation.
Yeah.
But yeah, but 250 below 10 is a good figure to keep in mind. I mean, it doesn't matter in the sim, but actually it does, because it helps you get set up for your arrival to wherever you're arriving.
Oh, I was gonna say it helps me out if the plane ever gets hijacked and I have to fly the plane.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I'm playing this.
You'll be the star.
Ooh,
You'll be
look.
on CNN and NBC.
Yeah. The clouds are breaking out. Nice.
Nice.
I'm waiting for everybody.
Yeah.
But I think the best takeoff's going to be from the other side of this runway. That way I don't have to turn much, right? I want to be almost right on the line.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with turning.
In this big boy, there is. I got VIP guests in the back,
Yeah,
dude.
you sound like you run it on the AI computer autopilot mode. I've been manual pilot the whole way.
It's a good workout.
Pilot, is this thing long enough for us to even take off? This 23, 25, whatever this is?
Probably all are. I don't know, but they probably all are, I'm sure. A big
I
airport.
hope you like to hear all my warnings going off. Oh god, I'm gonna crash.
Uh-oh.
I think I might fly this one down to Melbourne to 20,000.
Taking the sights. So let's see. So I'm just looking at your Popcorn. I'm talking to you. I'm just looking at your nav display. It looks like you're about what, 35, no, 50 miles away from Sydney. You're on the 80-mile range.
Yeah. So
you have quite a ways to go.
yeah, it's still
you have
got
a long ways to go.
okay.
And you're hand flying it, that's all right. I wonder why we couldn't get your autopilot to engage properly.
Probably best he's reloading anyway with that.
Yeah. Reload. Full flaps 40.
Do you have any flaps out already, Popcorn?
No, no flaps.
Okay. Yeah, good, because that's a bit early.
Yeah, that was the issue earlier on.
Oh, on the way out?
Yeah, because I had the landing gear still hanging out, and the flaps. I'm about 40 out.
Yeah, oh yeah, that would make it a little bit less than usual. Oh, I'm gonna fly, I think, Cebu Pacific. I have all these different liveries I don't even have never seen.
I never heard of the word livery until I played this game.
Well, I never even knew how to say it. Is it livery? Is it livery? But I guess it's
Yeah. Well, because in iRacing, we've got paint schemes, but the British will say liveries.
Yeah.
And then in here, it's all liveries.
So I would just avoid saying the word.
Yeah.
While I'm waiting, I might do a touch and go.
Oh, sure. Man, there's so many paint schemes, so many liveries. How do you choose?
There's Iron Maiden.
Yeah, Ed Force One.
There's a monkey drunkie.
Okay, I've chosen something. Yeah, I've chosen something close to my heart.
Well, I've chosen Qantas Link for this leg.
Okay, nice.
How do we turn off the no smoking lights in this thing? It says it's on.
I think that one's in op. Or
Man, I want to let the people get up, move around, and mingle a bit. You know?
The seatbelt works in the mod.
Hit the button. Sorry, there's a million.
I'm
yeah,
at
almost
Meeple.
test buttons.
I'll find it.
It's up there somewhere.
you-
We're being up.
Ah.
Should be there in 8 minutes,
Okay.
according to my ETA on the from the stream.
Ah, yes.
Can drop the oxygen masks for the people. I love it.
Well, all you have to do is just slam the airplane on hard on landing and they'll drop.
Yeah.
Convenient.
I think from Sydney to Melbourne, I'm not going to put Rex weather. Just going to go with the clear skies or a few clouds.
Oh yeah. Well, you
Because
might enjoy seeing something on your.
Yeah,
on your trip.
I can't see anything.
Yeah.
I saw something at the beginning, and then it looked nice over the clouds, but in the clouds, just a bunch of name tags.
It'll be fairly boring scenery underneath you, Sydney, Melbourne.
Yeah, because now I'm coming over the Cityscape Sydney.
Oh, and you're missing it.
Yeah, from ORBX. Oh, that's what it looks like. It looks like white clouds. Actually, there's a lot of frost on this plane.
Vipers work on this thing. That's cool.
So Okay, it'll melt off. You're getting down in towards Sydney. That's a nice hot city.
Yeah. Let's turn this plane. So with this, it's probably better to fly with a joystick then, versus a yoke.
I think a yoke is just a joystick.
Good, yeah.
But either one of those is better than a keyboard.
Well, yeah.
I've never actually owned a yoke, so I don't know what it's like playing flight sim with a yoke. But
Okay.
I mean, it must be fine. It's probably better than a joystick. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, because it's great with the GA, but like this, I know real life it's a joystick.
Yeah, but as you can see, you barely, if you're flying this thing correctly, you're using the joystick for 1 minute on takeoff and 2 minutes on landing.
Yeah, that's right. Pretty much right.
That's exactly right, because a person could just get the airplane, like the airliner, in the air using your keyboard, and then from that point on, just use your mouse and keyboard commands and fly it on instruments for the entire flight. Yeah.
Well, that's right. I was telling you, I flew the 777, the jump seat from Melbourne to Amsterdam, popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Even coming to Amsterdam, they did a computer landing.
Oh yeah, auto landing, nice.
Yeah, they said every 3 months or something they had to do one.
Yeah.
They literally do not touch the speed and or the yoke and stuff. It does the whole thing.
Exactly, literally.
Yeah, they just sat there and smoked the cigarettes.
Cigarettes. God, that must have been a while ago.
2000. Just before 7/11. Yeah, what do you call it? 9/11.
7-11.
Just before that disaster when I went down to the corner store to
Have
get
an extra large Slurpee with that, please. Oh, nice.
7-11.
So yeah, you're 20 miles.
Yeah, because you guys put the date back to front. We'd say the 7th. We'd say the 11th of the 9th. You say 9/11.
Yeah.
So do we actually. Yeah, the Americans say 9/11. We say 11/9/2020. We do.
Yeah, that's what we say.
Oh yeah, and I'm so confused because in French it's one way and in English it's the other way.
Yeah. And I see it both ways all the time, and so I'm so confused. I'll write it. I'll say October 11th. Instead of saying 10/11 or 11/10. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just write it out.
Yeah, I can tell you're confused because it was September 11th.
No, but I'm just saying.
That was a joke.
No, it was a good one. Even as I said it, I knew, but I was just saying as an example. But you're right. That's like a good catch.
That's why it's so confusing.
Only because it's October.
Yeah, because like in French, we'd have it the 11th of October, and in English you say the October 11th.
Yeah.
Or North America.
Right.
Listen, just do it like us Americans do, please.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll do it in miles and pounds and feet.
Well, I wish we could have had an ILS program for you, Popcorn, because we're kind of having to guess on what altitude you should be at, but you're just barely over 10 miles.
Yeah, I've got Opera House is 5 nautical miles. I can't see it.
Yeah. You should probably be at 3,000 feet at 10 miles, so I'd start down. Start descending at about probably 900 feet per minute or so if you can.
Okay.
Because you're 10 miles out. At 10 miles, you should be about 3,000 feet, so you're a little bit high. You're quite a bit high, actually. So, do you know when you're going to break out? What weather do you have?
I've got the live weather.
But,
Live
yeah,
weather, definitely.
start down. I mean, Sydney's going to be sea level, so as long as you just dive down to 1,000 feet if you have to. Listen to my advice, but
There you go.
That's how
City
another
Opera House.
Otherwise, you're gonna be high. Otherwise, like you're at 5,000, you're really high
Come on, gun pilot, join me down here.
and
We're on the
fast.
taxi.
There you go. You got your
Drone
cityscape.
mode.
Now we're gonna crash.
Well, just go right to bring your thrust levers right to idle,
Yeah.
and you're really fast. But yeah, you're gonna have to go around.
Well, I'm gonna reset anyway, so.
Oh, I'm starting to see land. I'm starting to see ground.
Yeah.
Can people see me in game? Like, I can't see anyone else.
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, I've seen you,
Why
Carl.
in the world can I not see anyone? I've
What
got
happened?
Hold on, have you got the name tags turned on under traffic?
Ooh, where is that setting?
Oh, look, there's the airport. Nice.
Go to general, like press escape, go to
Yep.
general, click traffic, and then show name tags.
Oh, you're at the other end, Ding Dinger.
Yeah, this is the way to take off. Come on, gun pilot.
Sorry, mate. I saw cards. I thought that was you.
Beautiful, thank you.
Put your speed brakes out, popcorn. That'll help you slow down and slow
Okay.
down.
Well, now I'm actually down to 130.
Oh.
I'm going
Okay.
over to the other one by
Oh,
Evil
yeah.
Pommy.
Okay, very good. And I do see you have full flaps. Good.
Yeah, I got sync
Excellent.
rate. And land this thing. 400.
Uh-oh, something happened with my flight simulator game. Where'd it go? Uh-oh.
So I'm getting name tags from far out, but I don't see anything in this airport, which is weird.
You on the Southeast Asia server?
Yes.
Then you might just give it a minute or two. Sometimes the tag thing is a little weird.
Okay. Because I mean, if you guys can see me, I've got to be on the right server, right?
No, I
Yeah.
see you. Cards 1125.
Yeah.
I can
Down
see
the
you.
other.
I can
All right.
see you, mate.
We're down. We're down. Woohoo! Flights of fancy. Complete flights of at least 300 miles using a prep plane.
Whoa. Popcorn got an achievement. Hold on to your...
I got an achievement. I'm actually gonna land on this runway and I'm gonna stop in time.
Well, you know what? I mean, when you said you got your achievement, you were still at 600 feet. That's how long of a lag I'm watching. Yeah, well, that approach looked great. Landed right on the numbers. Awesome.
Yeah. Who wants an ILS?
Yeah, once you get the thing out of the sky and get it down where you can see the runway, it's just a slow-ass, weird, big-ass plane.
Yeah, it
Things
is.
happen in slow motion at times, and it happens fast at others. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
because if you came in a Cessna Longitude, everything would be happening so fast.
Cards, come down to the other end of the runway.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Like take off?
No, come on down here, and when we take off, we'll take off in this direction. There'll be less of a turn for you when you take off.
And I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you'll be more likely to be with the pack. You
Yeah, I'm
know,
not gonna be with the pack anyway, but I'm
dude, we gotta be with the gang,
you're gonna have
dude.
to tell me where to go because I still am not getting the name gamer tags popping up.
Just taxi
Yeah.
straight down the runway.
Yeah, just come down the runway and turn around. Simple as that.
Are you taking off from this runway?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on the same runway. I
Okay.
just
The other
think we
end.
should take off the other direction. That way we'll
That
be
makes sense.
just a couple of degrees off of our path.
Yes. I really think that's the trick. Is to get logged in the logbook, you need to have the crash on. Because a lot of my flights lately that I've taken a crash off,
See, that's why I always leave it on.
absolutely
I will say
nothing.
I had a flight earlier today, and I always leave crash on because I'm not entirely sure how to turn it off. But I took it off of like live traffic and live weather,
Yeah.
and I changed like time of day, and it did not log. So just something else to think about when you're troubleshooting whatever that issue is.
Yeah, because it's somewhat of a mess. Trying to figure out.
Aw, I like my new paint job. Let's see. So where is everyone at? Where are you guys at?
2.5.
2.5?
2.5.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all getting ready for a big takeoff
Oh,
celebration.
I'm on the opposite end of the runway, I think. Yeah, I'm on 06
Join the cool kids.
07.
or 7.
Rex.
2.5. No, 2. Yeah, you're right. 06.
I'm basically at rotation speed now. I'm just taxiing.
Rotation speed.
Well, I had that once, Popcorn. I was coming to Darwin International
Yeah.
on short final, and it happened to be at that time of the year they had the Singaporean Air Force doing joint exercise with the Australian Air Force out of Darwin. I'm on short final, Darwin and Tower says, whatever I was, my call sign, can you expedite your landing and get out of the first intersection? We've got an F-111 coming up behind you.
Hey,
By
it's
the time I got to the
SizzlingPopcorn.
first intersection, I could have rotated just about.
Do you see us now, cards, or no?
Nope.
Do you see our physical planes, or?
Nope.
You
I
got
see
tagged?
Rainbow Titan 792 off to the right.
So you guys, I wonder if it has to do with the setting of all players or live players.
Good call.
It could be one of it. That could be the issue.
What setting is it?
So if you go into select your name at the top of the Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Mhm.
Oh wait a minute, no, that's not it.
No, I think he has to get out and go back in.
Yeah, you're right.
You're gonna have to go back to the home screen on that one.
All right.
But yeah, under your, it's under, it's over on the right hand side. Is it the weather thing? And then you select all.
Yeah, the weather, and then on the left side there will be multiplayer.
We're gonna have a face-off here, Sizzling.
Yeah, I see. You're in
Which setting are you talking about? You go into flight conditions and multiplayer and select live players?
No, select all.
All players. Why does all do better than live? That's weird.
Because live is everyone that has it's pretty much all the settings are on. If you've tweaked any of your settings, like we've got some tweaked settings, that's why you don't see us. We would have to be that same thing, but with all players, you'll see everyone, whether we have crash or not.
That makes sense.
And
live with anybody that has your similar settings, and all players is everybody regardless.
Yeah, that's right.
Once you set it to all, just load that flight plan one more time.
I'm loading it.
Check.
Roger.
I mean, I'll be last. Y'all can go anyway. It's not gonna make a difference, but
yeah, it's all good. And then you can actually select runway 25. I think.
I'm gonna try to select that in the actual FMC or the McDo. I'm sorry, Airbus call it the McDo.
All right, so we're departing from 25, correct?
Yeah.
Departing from 25.
On it.
Going to YMML. That should be in the flight plan. If it's not, you can make your own flight plan from YSSY, runway 25, to YMML, any runway.
What altitude you going down at, mate? I've got 20,000, but what are you guys flying?
Oh, I'll run 20, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll run 20.
Sure. You're not paying for the gas gun, pilot. Go even at 10,000.
The gas mileage is way better the higher you go, huh?
Yeah, it's nice about it. That's the one good thing about the Simra versus real plane. I don't have to fork out for the avgas.
It's funny. This sim it just doesn't. It one day it works, one day it doesn't. So I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, I'll probably.
I can see everybody now.
I'm gonna stay at 30,000 because of the autopilot, but I'll see you guys. I'm gonna do a little cross country here to get into the taxi.
Why don't you line up in front of me, Tolstoy?
Okay, I'm just completing my before takeoff checklist and getting all the blue to disappear, and I'll be right there.
Yeah, yes. Talk with the flight attendant.
Well, that's the only thing we have no control over. It's not the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Gunpilot reversing.
Just do a pushback to give you room to get in.
Nice, thank you. I'll
You're
go.
welcome. All part of the service. Leave the money on the fridge.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a strong enough magnet to leave all that cash?
Go right through.
I'm gonna go right in between the two Air France 320s. I'm gonna go off to the left-hand side so nobody disappears.
What a cool sound.
You can't see me. I'm in the Qantas Link delivery.
You are?
With a big flying kangaroo on the tail.
You're showing
got
Air
it.
France? You're showing
No.
Air France for me.
No, I'm
Still
Qantas
is
Link.
Qantas.
Yeah, I'm Qantas also.
Can you
Everyone-
see me, Zany is Qantas?
Everyone is showing Air France.
Yeah, well,
Why
you're,
is that?
you're showing green because
Me?
I don't
Yeah,
have
you're
that
the-
livery, I guess.
You just got
No.
a green tail.
I'm in the beautiful, not the most recent, but the second to most recent livery of Air Canada, the
Here
light
come-
blue.
Here comes a photo, mate. I'll send you a photo.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be in the community chat
Thank you.
momentarily.
Yeah.
We all have the same liveries from the show, so we must not have that one, I'm guessing.
Oh. Well, I have the big mega pack.
Wow.
Yeah, I have some kind of pack too, I don't know.
I've got the mega pack, but the previous version.
What
I'm
is,
going all original liveries, keyboard controls, no autopilot. This is all real over here.
Nice.
And I
Real,
crashed, so like that's also real.
real too. Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm gonna let Sizzling get in a bit closer. I'm gonna take a photo.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Zoom out of touch. Okay.
Yeah. So cards, we're gonna put you on Pilot's Edge, so you can get it real ATC.
It's gonna be real, I promise you that. I don't know what Pilot's Edge means, but
Pilot.
it's gonna be real.
It's a service with real air traffic controllers doing the sim world.
That's him.
Beautiful.
Well,
That's
yeah,
exactly where I belong.
VATSIM's the community one, and Pilot's Edge is the premium.
Oh, wow. People getting paid for that
Yeah.
stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw on Popcorn on your feed. I'm in a generic paint job.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I've got Air Canada, but I've only got one Air Canada.
But and yet you can see Qantas. I have that Qantas paint job. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, don't I?
Yeah, because Qantas is part of the pack,
Yeah.
but I've got the pack because you just downloaded yesterday. I've got the
Yeah.
previous one, which is slightly smaller.
Yeah. Maybe that makes a difference.
Yeah, I think but I'll get the I want to get the new ones.
there's you and me, Tolstoy.
What, you have the latest one?
I just sent one now into community flight chat.
Oh.
A photo of you and I.
Oh,
You'll see
okay.
my livery.
Yeah, no, nice. I like it. I see your livery in Popcorn's feed,
Oh, okay.
and I see that you see.
Green. Yeah, you're
We
just
all
Yeah,
green.
I'm in green. And
Big Dinger's in like a
Who's that?
Baron.
oh,
And
is that Bing Dinger? Who's that in front of me?
yeah,
Bing Dinger.
Bing Dinger's
Thing is
like,
multicolored, red and blue. It says "Mortal Love." I don't know what that's about.
In the photo, you're an Airbus Neo, just the standard Airbus company livery.
Loser, man. I'm just trying to do my thing.
you'll
Are we
see.
all loaded in? Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
You gonna lead the way, Bing Dinger?
Cards is in front of you.
Yeah, I'm out here. I think everybody should try to follow me. And it'll be that kind of thing, like whoever finishes behind me loses.
We'll do exactly what you do.
If you could do exactly what I'll do, I will Venmo you $100.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Good luck.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm behind. I'm behind the 8 ball already.
Yeah, Bing Dinger's out in front, or is the cards out in front?
Card is leading the show. He's up in the air.
Out of my way, Bing Dinger.
I love the rattling sound that happens when you're taking off. That sounds so cool.
Right, AP on. Engage, manage heading. And what have I got across there? Climb and nav.
The pilot's got a co-pilot telling them what to do.
Oh, jeez. I still can't work out how to do this engage, manage heading. I can't get that thrust on. It says level climb. Oh well. Leave it at that. Up with the flaps, up with the gear. Yeah, it's intercepting the track.
B1.
Zany's going to fly rings around us.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Is the bar open, Zany?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Qantas Link 320 November contact departure on ONE 23.0.
I got Mach Alt Nav.
Took a wide turn, but we're on path now.
Qantas Link 320 November, please acknowledge.
Sorry, ATC, I don't talk to strangers.
What should, if you do have to do it manually, what kind of vertical speed should you be trying to kill on this thing?
Well, we don't normally go by a vertical speed. It's all about the indicated airspeed for the most
Roger
part.
that.
So again, that is a function of what your flop setting is at the time, or whether you're accelerating.
Understood.
Yeah. Okay, so my autopilot wants to go all the way back to takeoff point. Well, that's because I probably was programmed to take off in the opposite direction. Okay, I'm going to try to manipulate this McDo.
Yeah, same thing here. I'm going back to the beach.
Yeah, no, mine's on track to Cordo.
That's probably because you guys selected departing off of, what was it? What did you go off of? 25 or whatever it was?
No.
This little jet is hauling ass.
I loaded the flight plan which had a 006 takeoff, I think, but I just went to 25 and it's behaving itself.
Okay.
Climbing through 15,000. On climb to 20,000.
So I'm just looking at your feed there.
Yeah. I just managed the overspeed.
Okay, so if you bring your thrust levers back,
yeah,
I think I've actually realized that you don't even have to look. Just keep on looking on your primary flight display, and it will tell you when you're in the climb. But that looks like the climb position anyway.
Because now I've got the speed, alt, and nav.
Speed, alt, and nav. Okay, what your alt? Okay, so you set a higher, climb to a higher flight level.
Oh yeah, shoot. I'm gonna put that to. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that up to 25.
Yeah, just put it up to whatever you want to cruise at. I'm gonna fine tune mine later.
Oh yeah, put it at select. Engage select, not engage manage in that case.
Well, you could do either one, but yeah, either one.
Because the FMC will have it at I think at 30,000.
Well, that's true. However, the FMC will not go above what you set.
Okay.
It's something like on the way down, it won't leave until like it won't descend unless you've already preset something lower.
Yeah. And
even though it wants to go down to 12,000, it still won't unless you've already set something lower. So
and
just like on the way up.
I keep spinning around in circles, overspeeding.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
And it's not even going to the airport.
Sync rate.
Like for your initial departure fix.
Sync rate.
Yeah, no.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
I'm see you guys, I'm off to New Zealand.
Sync rate.
There is just something weird about yours, because that's exactly what it was doing on your Bordeaux trip, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Too low terrain.
What on earth?
Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
I just re-engaged the AP.
So just increase your range, Popcorn. Increase the range so that you can see where your track is. It helps you see what's going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna see the track because it's way over there. I'm way out in.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Good thing is it's picking me up. Evil Pommy. And the other good thing is I'm slowly moving to go west.
Yeah, well, mine's now going off track. It's heading due south, and I'm just hoping it'll come back on a southwesterly course. It's now southeasterly. And it's doing a descent. That's interesting.
This is the problem, is that unfortunately sometimes the sim and actually the airplane seem to have a mind of its own, but let's just talk about the sim specifically, is that it's like one day it's fine and the next day it's not, which is unfortunate. It's a bit frustrating.
I know, I'm doing a circle around Cordo. Don't know why, but it is.
Too low terrain.
Oh.
Too low terrain.
That's all right, it'll come back on.
I'm 20 miles back of Cordo. So
Maybe it's decided to wait for you guys.
maybe. Thrust climb. You know what, Popcorn? Everything that you have there should be working.
Yeah.
Thrust climb, nav. It should all be working. It looks like you're near the ocean, sea level.
Yeah, I was right down to 1,000. I've moved up to 4,000.
Okay. Yeah, I still see you at 900. I'm that far behind on your feed.
Yeah.
That moving the thrust into the CL position, dude, that fixed so much for me, dude. Thank you. Oh,
and it tells you to do that. I mean, it's I think it's in white. It could be blinking or it could be white, but it's saying thrust lever, which means that you have that thrust lever in a place that it doesn't want it to be in.
Roger that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you put it into the CL, all of my things, it just sits right where it needs to be until I'm ready to do something else.
Yeah, that's where it wants to be.
I thought that I had to be, somewhere. Yeah, I thought that I had to be in the ATHR, so the auto thrust would take over, but obviously that was not correct.
Well, I can't see where that line ends, but technically that
you're in there.
ATHR is including that entire range.
Okay. No, I see. It's all orange there. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it had to be further down. This is the type of experience it's difficult to get from a game.
Exactly. Yeah. No. CL is the climb detent. You can actually feel it. There's a little bit of you can feel it go into that detent at CL, and that's
so. Now, quick question. Before, my cruise speed was 285, but because we've selected 20,000, it looks like it's automatically selected 240 as the cruise speed. That sound right?
Well, I've selected here. Let me select 200. I've selected 240, and right now I'm showing 320 knots.
Yeah, I'm doing 320 as well.
I mean, I can speed it up. I can tell it to do what I want, but that seems like it was the. That's cool.
Yeah, and what are your enunciations? Is it thrust climb or?
Well, I'm at 20,000. So
speed.
Yeah, I'm at Mach Alt Nav, but but the purple indicator on the left is on 240.
Oh, that seems a bit low. Are your flaps all the way up?
No, flaps are up.
240 is you don't.
Yeah, I'm indicating 320.
Okay, how about in your little window? Are there any numbers in the little on the rectangular window up on the autopilot control panel? Any numbers under speed?
Well, there was not before. I just started spinning it, and I'm going to put it up to Mach 74 and and then engage it.
I can't take off why to get 240. That seems awful slow.
Nah, I was just curious.
Okay, but just for interest sake of why.
What you got below you, guys? Sorry, what you got below you is the Hume Freeway, which is the main Sydney-Melbourne highway.
Let me take a look.
I've just gone over Mittagong.
With all this, I can definitely do the that 9-hour flight now. This was enough education on the AP.
Yeah, it's been good, Tolstoy.
My pleasure.
I'm just wondering why mine, again, it did it in the first leg of Brisbane as well, but after I got to Cordo, it did two complete turns, then got back on track.
Oh, it's just crazy, like literally. It's just crazy. There's no reason whatsoever for it to do that.
But it brought me back to the pack, so you guys are only just behind me now.
Okay, perfect.
Bing Ding is in front. We've got Tolstoy and Sizzling and Monk Drunky behind me.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's off on your right-hand wings.
Yeah, I see that. I see him there. He's at 2,500, 2,600 feet. I don't think he's with us or not, but it's a good call sign.
I love when you start to slow down in the plane. It gives you this feeling that you're moving forward. It does a little a graphical indication that you're moving forward in the seat.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I have something interesting where my track is not green, it is yellow. So I'm gonna go down and take a look at my McDo.
Yeah, I've had that before. I had that earlier today.
You said you were messing around in there before.
And exactly, see, that's exactly what it was that it's taking me this long. I wanted to put in a departure, but it wasn't giving me one, but it still thought that I wanted to do something. So it was still in some kind of a temporary phase, but now I'm back to green.
It shows me about 300 miles out, folks.
Okay.
That was a very famous, in Australian Football League, it was a very famous quote at three-quarter time from the coach who was rallying his team, and they were behind, and his big quote was, "Just do something." That was his direction.
Hey, you guys, so this time I've selected Melbourne, and it's letting me select an arrival, which it did not let me do in Sydney.
Huh.
So I'm going to program, what runway do you think you guys...
I would suggest you take, you're coming straight in, I just come straight on 27. That's a straight in approach.
Yeah, I'll do a straight in.
Yeah, as long
Okay.
after these.
Well,
If you're on the 747, you take 3-4.
Yeah, so ILS, they're offering me ILS 16,
That's coming in from the north. That's the long
ILS 16
runway.
Yankee, ILS 16 Zulu, and ILS 27.
Yeah, I'm doing that circle again.
27.
Yeah, I've got the yellow line now.
ILS 27 Yankee. I'll do no star. Make it simple. Yeah, so let me take a look. Okay, so
Oh.
I'm just trying to follow what, if you go to your flight plan there, Popcorn,
Yep.
the flight plan will usually be the only thing that affects what you see on your nav display. Don't quote me again, but
Okay.
I can't think. Yeah, so you're still yellow. So go to your, back down on that McDo, go to the flight plan button.
Okay.
There was something there I saw 15 seconds ago about something temporary and insert.
Yeah, on the flight plan, just like the last slide, not in database. When I clicked on the on Melbourne.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm just seeing that right now. So I would just say, just select one of those, like erase, for example.
Okay, because I tried just clicking on it again, and then it says GPS primary.
Okay.
Okay, non-data. I went to a magenta line from yellow.
Yeah, good. Oh, magenta.
Yeah.
Oh.
On the
that's different.
on the VFR.
Is anybody doing this in the live weather?
Oh yeah, the VFR
No.
map, that's different, but
I'm
the-
leaving, Nina.
on your, it should be a green line in your airplane.
Green line on the airplane. Yeah, it's a green line on the airplane.
Okay, good.
In live weather, it looks like we're flying through soup, dude.
Yeah, well, it's totally overcast in Melbourne. It's
Roger that. I'm putting it back to something normal. Boy, I can't even see what I'm doing.
My plane now is doing 500 knots, and it's in a turn still.
Well, isn't that strange?
And I'm down to 11,000 feet.
Wow.
I'm
And you
over
had it
flying.
all set up just perfectly.
Oh, yeah,
and
it was flying fine all the way down to
Yeah.
Cordo. Then it started
Uh-huh.
doing its all right, we're leveled off, and we're in a climb again now, and I'm back on track. It did 3 complete turns, and dropped 10,000 feet in the process, and went up to 500 knots.
Maybe you have it on like a demonstration mode. It's showing you what it can do.
Ah. Oh well, I'll just let it do its thing.
It's okay. Each time something like this happens, you're learning. The more we mess with it, the better you're going to get.
I was telling Gunpilot today that I learned something today on the Boeing FMC. Is that I've been complaining for weeks that it will not let me intercept, or I should say go direct to a point. Because usually I'm using my hat switch, so I, flick through the various modes till I get down to the control, the FMC display, and I try to do something and nothing happens. And today I happen to have a larger view where I could see the nav display and the FMC control, and I could see that even though it did not show it on that little screen where your legs are, where your flight plan is, it actually did draw a line on the nav display. So in fact, it was letting me go direct somewhere, but I couldn't see that on the on the FMC, which is where you should be able to see it, but it wasn't. But it actually does it in a roundabout way, so I guess that's one good thing.
Well, I'm going to fly this manually.
I don't recommend that.
Manual is fine. Tolstoy just dropped off the system. Your name tag disappeared, Tolstoy.
Well, here.
Yeah, he's not answering.
No, you can't hear me?
Could hear you now.
Your name tag, to me, your name tag's dropped off.
Okay. As far as I know, I'm still here. Oh, I probably lost connection because you're right. Your name tags disappeared and they just came back this
Oh,
moment.
yeah, it's come back.
So I don't know if it's my connection or...
You're back in the land of the living.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
Glad to hear it.
would have been your connection, because I just
Nobody
saw you
else
too.
left?
Yeah,
Okay.
nobody else left.
Yeah, that's it then. I must admit, I do see it regularly.
Tolstoy, would my flight director be overriding my trim settings?
Say that again, was your what?
Would flight director be overriding my trim settings? Because my trim settings keep being automatically adjusted.
Your autopilot, yes, your autopilot would be trimming to suit
Definitely.
yourself.
Now
Yeah,
I've turned the autopilot off.
okay.
I'm flying manual, but
Yeah,
something keeps mucking around my trim settings.
okay, that's a sim fault. I mean, if the autopilot's not on and you're not doing it, then what else is there? It's a sim fault.
Yeah. I've knocked off flight director, I've knocked off autopilot, and
Yeah.
whenever I set my trim settings, they keep on sliding up or down.
I've had that too, where it's just one extreme to the other, or
Yes.
it doesn't work, period.
It's a pain that you know where.
Yeah, I know exactly where. So Melbourne, we're going to your hometown.
Yeah, in fact, you'll have my house just off your left wing as you're coming in.
Okay, I'll be looking for
Well, sorry, it'll be off the left wing because I live about 3k out of the city.
it. Okay.
Okay.
We could always do a flyby.
Yeah, all right, if you want, I'll fly over my house.
Yeah.
We could do a formation of Airbuses.
Hey, and when we fly over, go outside to your front door and look up. We'll be there.
It kind of depends on what he's doing outside as we do the flyby.
Yeah. He goes
What the
outside, he
people
does
have
that, the
catch you
neighbor.
doing, like, if you were burying the body, we do not want to see it.
Yeah. He goes outside and the neighbor says, "What the hell are you doing?" Waving up in the sky, there's nothing there.
My neighbours can't see me. I've got a 3-story brick compound all the way around.
Oh, okay.
It's a converted factory warehouse.
Oh, interesting.
So when you say you're on lockdown, it seems like you're on lockdown because you got the wall.
Yeah, you can't get into my place.
Yeah. So Autopilot just made the correction to go onto the line at that last at GLB. So that's good.
Yeah.
You're ahead of me. Have you got a big town underneath you with a road in circles?
I'm not sure.
Have you gone past CB yet?
I'm just directly over top. Actually, 7 miles to CB for me. I'm 7 miles.
That's Canberra. That's our government. That's Canberra, which is Australian Capital Territory. That's our centre of government.
I lived in Canberra for 6 months or so when I was 7. I was 7 years old.
Oh no, well, it's changed a lot now. We've got a new Parliament House.
Yeah.
You'll see Parliament House as you fly over.
Okay.
It's built at the top of the hill.
Okay, Popcorn, I want to ask you about your settings for a moment.
Okay.
Because I saw open descent there for a minute ago, 15 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Open descent. So you must have something different set on your altitude window than you're currently at. What's in your altitude window?
Because I had it at 26,000. And I'm at 31,700.
Okay, just to start off, why don't you just match those numbers? Just match, like push the button, push to level off, make it match whatever you're at, and it would probably say 31.7 on the knob up on the autopilot control panel, right where it says 2600. Just to the right of that, it says push to level off.
Yeah, because I put vertical speed level off aircraft.
Speed. Okay, yeah, just one or the other normally.
Or is there something else there?
Push. Okay. Well, either that, then, or just change the altitude window to match what you're at, which is 31.7, or make it 32,000 or something close.
32,000.
Yeah.
Okay, it's starting to climb up to 32,000.
Yeah, that's good. Just so you have kind of matching numbers, and then we'll work on whatever else you have. I can't see your enunciations because the VFR map is in the way, but
there's nothing, altitude, and nav.
Okay, yeah, I just saw open descent. Now it probably went to alt star, alt. I can't see it.
Now it's alt cruise.
Oh. Yeah, okay. And the window on the left is blank, because that has to do with auto thrust, and you don't have auto thrust engaged, so it's blank.
Okay. Yeah, I should put that on. I just put the auto thrust on because I've been overspeeding by a couple of knots.
Okay, I thought you were just trying to catch up, so I didn't mind.
Okay, yeah.
So if you go to auto thrust,
now it's going down to 285.
Yeah, sure, that sounds good. And I can't see it yet because I'm on a delay, but if your thrust lever is in the climb detent, then it'll be all as it should be.
Yeah, they're both in the climb.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, good. I see Mach.
See, it should. I'm at CB, so it should angle over to the right.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to try inserting an ILS approach?
Sure.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? I mean, like if you were telling Unpilot, maybe. Are you?
Okay, good. So yeah, you're in the right spot when you're looking at the McDo. You guys are all familiar with the phrase McDo? Nope. Okay, then it's. I don't even know if I can remember what it stands for. Something display unit. Something display unit. Anyway, it's the just in front of the thrust levers, there's the keyboard and where you see your flight plan.
Yeah.
It says from Y SSY. That's the McDo. That's where you control all your programming.
Okay.
So if you select destination YMML.
Yeah, destination YMML. Okay.
I'm just gonna go by what I hear verbally because I can't see. I'm so far behind.
Yeah. So what? So when I click on that,
Yep.
I then get the erase or insert.
Oh shoot! Because you should be seeing an opportunity to put in an arrival,
Yeah.
or airways or other stuff. Oh, that's too bad.
Because it's TMPY erase or TMPY insert.
Insert. Yeah, just hit the erase one again. And that's exactly what I had on the way into Sydney. The same thing. It would not let me put in an arrival, and yet it did on this one. So I've inserted an ILS.
What if I punch it in?
Oh, I'll tell you what. Let me go to my RadNav. So the frequency. Go to your RadNav button on the McDo.
Yeah.
There's a RadNav button, and the frequency. Like for me, it auto-populated it. The frequency. Try slash.
It's not allowed. Okay. Slash.
Press the clear button.
Okay.
To clear that scratch pad so that it's empty.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, if it's
Slash.
empty, try slash 109.3.
109.3. 09.3. Not allowed.
Not allowed. Okay, then clear that and try 27 slash 109.3.
7 slash 109.3. Out of range.
Did you put 27 in there?
Yeah, 27. Yeah, 27 slash 109.32. What?
Okay.
No, 0.3. Out of range.
It's a lot easier when it does it itself, but
Yeah. I can tell.
27, and it says out of range.
And then if I just click on it, it says not allowed.
Okay. Try 109.3 then without the slash. Probably the last thing you can try. And honestly, I don't know for sure the exact right way. It should have been, I think, just simply slash, but again, I can't.
109.3.
On its own.
Yep. Took it as the frequency.
Okay.
But it doesn't. It has nothing for ILS. It just has the frequency now.
I'm just gonna wait. Oh, a frequency. I'm just gonna wait and see what it shows on the screen. Just give me a 10 seconds to see what happened. Did you put it up? Yeah, I'll watch and see where you put it. Did you put it up on the ILS frequency line?
Yeah, ILS frequency line.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, it's in there. Yeah. So just leave it.
Okay.
Oh, good. And so then put 274 beside the course.
274. Okay.
274. It's not funny because Boeing would require the slash before you put anything on the other side of that slash, but apparently Airbus doesn't need it.
Okay, and got that in.
Okay, so yeah, I think you're set up for an ILS.
Woo.
All right.
Hey, and I see on the keypad they got Sizzling Popcorn there, the SP. Like he got all the alphabet and then he got SP for Sizzling Popcorn.
You're right.
They knew They knew I like to fly Airbuses.
Yeah. And that's for space, but we'll leave it at sizzling.
Yeah.
Way better. Way better at sizzling.
Yeah. Press the sizzling popcorn button.
Whereabouts are you, Zany? Are you in Melbourne yet? You're probably going at Mach 87 at flight level 540 or something.
Is it 30,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw a photo on community chat. That's Canberra, and the circles are all the roads around Parliament House, which is sunk into the top of the hill.
Wow.
Does anybody else want to program an ILS?
Bing Dinger. He'll give you a different ILS.
By the way, guys, when you come to Melbourne, you'll see the tallest building in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020.
Oh,
It's
I've read
been
about it.
opted- Yeah, it's not there, but it's a huge. You'll see it.
Yeah.
This huge bloody glass tower goes up in the sky, and it's an absolute aberration. But it's the tallest building Microsoft have got.
Yeah. That made the news when the game first came out. That's for sure.
Oh, you'll always find when you go there. There's always planes from all over the place having a look at it.
Just circling it.
Yeah. Oh well, who was it? Dreezy and I did. Trent and I did touch and goes off the top.
Oh, I think I saw a video. Yeah, you did vertical. Didn't somebody do a vertical landing on it or something?
No, it wasn't us, but
Oh. It should have been.
look at the right wing, Tolstoy.
Okay. Oh, wow. Nice. Go on my other side and I'll take a photo.
All right. Well, I slowed down, but well, I just catch up again.
Yeah. Let me know when you're close and I'll make sure I'm
Okay.
in position. In fact, maybe I'll take this opportunity to practice out my drone again.
So with the
I'm at
ILS,
7 o'clock.
will it land on its own, or it's just gonna guide me to the?
Try to let it, but generally probably not. But yeah, we'll have to. I should talk to you a little bit about what you're going to have to do when the time comes. You
Okay.
have to arm it and everything. Yeah, let me just let me go through that with you in a moment.
Yeah. Okay, go on. Go
I'm
on
not
to
going
the
to get
show.
myself in position in time. Oh, hang on. I need to get out of drone mode. I just can't control it.
because Steak talked to me through it the other day going into Seattle,
Oh yeah.
but that was in a 747.
Oh right. Yeah, I was there as a witness.
Yeah. Because he was like, you're like, yeah. Well, it's saying 8,000 feet. He's like,
Yeah,
no, 5,000.
Popcorn.
We're
You
gonna
know
be.
what? The very next day, I recreated that flight. You guys were within about 1,500 feet of mountaintops.
Yes.
When you're going through those clouds.
Well, yeah.
When
Going.
I was flying, I said I can see ground below you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, Tolstoy, coming on you.
Okay. Which side?
You asked for the left-hand side.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm in position. I'm doing it
that's-
manually.
I'm about 7 o'clock at the moment.
Okay. Oh yes.
Just flying up to you.
Okay.
Nice and slow.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
using
that's
my.
probably- I'm going to probably disappear in a minute because the wingtip. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Go a bit higher or lower, one or the other. Okay.
Coming higher.
Okay. And
I'm just taking
yeah,
photos
good.
as well.
Yeah, good. Excellent. I've taken a couple of photos. I'll work on those in due course. Very nice. Thank you, Gun Pilot. Okay, so Popcorn, before we get busy,
Yep.
let me just describe what you'll do
Yeah. Get
in
back in
order
the
to
cockpit.
capture the ILS. So
Ah,
you see up on the
Yeah. Up on the
the
dash,
autopilot
the approach.
Yeah. there's beside your FD button, there is LS.
Okay.
So you don't need to do it now, but sometime before the approach, I'll have you press those buttons, LS, and then it's not critical, but you could also select LS on that rotary knob. Right now you're on arc, probably. Yes, you're on arc.
Yeah.
And then as we're getting closer, you can select LS, and that will show the deviation scales, like the localizer scale and the glide slope pointer, superimposed on your track, but more of a slightly different presentation. So that's it, really. Oh, except that you also have to select loc or approach. I should say loc and approach or approach. So
Okay.
We'll try one or the other. We'll probably loc and then approach. But you're behind me, so I should be able to see if mine works, and then I'll hopefully be able to see what's going on when you're doing it.
Just like the masks, take care of yourself first, then take care of the kids.
That's right. Or as they say, what's the joke? Put your mask on before helping, whoever else needs it, like your husband. Put your mask on first before helping your children.
Yeah.
Now let's see. I see a dashed line on your nav display.
A dash line?
Yeah, it should be. It's no longer a solid line, and you're kind of way off track.
Oh yeah, because it was going way off. So then I put a heading.
Yeah.
Then it started moving towards that heading. Now I've put it back to managed.
That didn't happen when we loaded your approach, did it? It shouldn't have, but did it?
Shortly after.
Shortly after. Well, actually, we didn't. Actually, we did not load an approach. We did nothing but load in an ILS frequency. So.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You did nothing.
So really, it's just a glitch.
Yeah.
Bing, were you commenting on us or your own aircraft state of affairs?
No, I listen. I'm serving caviar up in here. It's all good in my hood. Sizzling, the leader of the group, the guy that runs the show, the one we send money to, he's the one with the trouble.
and Popcorn hasn't seen anything outside the cockpit. He's seen none of the scenery.
Yeah, he's been looking at dials the whole time, I guarantee it.
Yeah. Scenery? Hey, we should do a flight along, what is it, south of the Nullarbor Plain? Like, go look at the Seven Sisters and whatnot. Are they still there, or is any...
Seven Sisters?
Seven... Is that what they're called? The Seven?
South Wales.
The 12 Apostles. What are they called?
Yeah, 12 Apostles.
Yeah, the 12 Apostles.
12 Apostles.
I can take you down there if you want to.
Well, maybe not on this flight, you mean?
No, whenever.
Yeah. Yeah, no, let's do that.
Yeah.
You know the Bing is in.
Well, if you're serving caviar, we're in the wrong airline.
I'm sorry to step over here. I was watching this cool thing today about the Concorde and how it didn't work out for the British and the French, and then they tried to turn it into this like super fancy airline and stuff. And they were serving caviar on there for a bit.
Yeah.
It was $14,000 for a ticket from I think France to New York.
JFK, yeah. Wow.
I tried caviar once and I spat it out all over the wall. I hated it. Yeah, I just sprayed it out. I couldn't get it out of my mouth fast enough.
This is going to be a joke, but that's what I did with Vegemite.
Did you?
No.
No, I had. In fact, I'm eating a Vegemite sandwich right now.
I don't mind Vegemite. It's like the North American peanut butter.
Really?
Oh, that's too oily for me.
It doesn't taste the same, but you know, we eat peanut butter like you guys go through Vegemite.
Yeah, I guess so. I just posted a shot of you and me, Tolstoy, on community chat.
Oh, let me take a look. Oh shoot, I'm in green.
Yeah.
Yeah, same green that you're in for me.
Yeah. Oh, well then I'll post my shot.
Hey,
That's a good look for you.
Yeah.
yeah,
You look like Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog.
It's not easy being
I mean,
green,
I don't mind green, but you know, hey, I'm in a special little livery here. I've probably flown this fin. Let's see. Videos. Let's see how fast I can find it.
We're now coming over a place called Wagga Wagga. And you can only call it Wagga if you've been there for more than 20 years.
Oh, otherwise it's Wagga Wagga.
It's Wagga Wagga.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna pick the best shot. Oh, I have 3 to choose from.
but 699 subscribers. That,
Oh,
So how,
but
Wow.
so how many
number 700 doesn't count. Yeah,
You got a new post. You got a new person posting in the what do you call it? In the challenge. I bet
Yeah.
it's from your YouTube thing, dude.
oh, I forgot to give you a like yet, Popcorn. I think I'll do that.
I just
Are you
did
gonna
it
do a
then.
roll?
Well, you can't roll this plane. It
I
won't
know,
let you.
I tried rolling the the 87 wouldn't let me.
Right. So I tried rolling it off takeoff out of Sydney. It wouldn't do it for me.
Sibby was actually at our last one, and then the other one is Cards, and Cards is in the flight. He's from. We go back to GM Games. Well, we're both in the GM Games Discord. We're in the NCAA basketball league for a game. But then I was like, it's simulated every day, and I was like, oh man, I'm trying to manage 4 schools, and I just couldn't do it.
Busy.
I'm about to hit my hockey stick here in about 2 seconds.
Hockey stick? Really?
Do you have an altitude lower set already?
I do, but if it doesn't, I'm just gonna manually engage and let it go down.
Perfect. No, you're the man.
Oh, Waza.
No, I'm listening.
I've gone down. Yeah, that's Wagga Wagga. I've gone down to 7,000. Look at the scenery.
There, I've posted a shot of my livery.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, looks nice.
Thank you.
We don't get to see it.
That's too bad.
Well,
Oh, I think I've gone past my top of descent during my period of inattention.
Also, I'm at 7,000 now.
Because I don't see a hockey stick, that means it's behind me. Uh-oh. So I'll dial in something and select manage to see what it tells me. It says descent. So that means Popcorn, that you'll likely want to start down shortly after, or actually, what altitude are you at again? What flight level are you at?
32.
You'll probably want to start down. It'll tell you. Do you see the hockey stick?
No hockey stick yet.
Okay, you better start down then.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 10,000 or something. Just something to get you started down.
Yeah, so now I'll press put it at 10,000 and then do select altitude or manage.
Either one, like either one would work. I did the selected, and it's on the way down.
Okay.
But selected, the same thing.
Okay, I've done that. Select.
Okay. Yeah, and you should see open descent.
Yeah.
In a second.
Open descent.
Yeah.
Hey, Bing Dinger, come down low and I'll show you the sights of Melbourne.
I'm up here in the clouds. I'm coming down.
Yeah, I'm down at 5,000.
Okay, I'm gonna set 5,000 too. I'm gonna trust gun pilot's instincts.
Oh, John Coffey. He was born in
I'll fly
1966.
over my house and I'll fly you around the that tallest building in the sim.
Yeah,
You
John.
should be over Lake Eildon by now, Bing Dinger, yes? Lake Eildon below you?
Oh yeah, I see gun pilot. You down at 4,000 feet.
Yep. Oh, we're getting in fairly close to Melbourne now. Lake
Okay.
Eildon here. That's the main reporting point into controlled airspace.
Oh. So let's see. I am not quite 80, about 75 miles out. So yeah, I'll be down in plenty of time.
Bing Ding is going to keep the high ground.
Trying to get down there. I'm having a manual, but it's all good in the hood.
Oh, I like flying manual. Done a lot of fishing over this in this lake here. Popcorn.
Okay. I don't know which lake. I see a couple of them.
Yeah, this is big Lake Eildon. Oh, you're probably behind. It's a huge lake.
Yeah, I'm just past Wagga Wagga.
Oh, okay, yeah, the Lake Eildon's the next big lake in front of you on the map. It's about 2-hour drive out of Melbourne.
2-hour drive? It's like a 20-minute flight? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in my single, I used to always say if it's a 3-hour drive, it's a 1-hour flight.
So you guys, I don't know if you want to know all these details, but my airplane just leveled off without me telling it to, but it did because there's something in the McDo that told it to, if you understand what I mean. In other words, it's leveling off at 11,400 because in the flight plan, I'm to cross Themis at 11,400. And it's doing it. Even though I didn't particularly ask it to, but I did ask it to because that's what the flight plan says. So I heard the thrust levers increase and leveled off at 11.4. I got Alt Star and now Alt, even though I have 5,000 feet set. But in effect, it's doing exactly what I'm asking because I'm still in VNAV. That's the reason. Whereas if you are in selected, it won't do that. It'll go right down to what you ask it to do.
Okay.
That's the difference between VNAV and that's the big difference between VNAV and selected, or I should say managed and selected.
What's the difference between VNAV and LNAV?
VNAV is vertical navigation, and LNAV is lateral. In other words, it's going to follow your track. It's going to follow the direction you're supposed to be going. Lateral navigation. It'll do the turns. It'll turn when it's supposed to, whereas VNAV will climb when it's supposed to, or stay level when it's supposed to. That's the big difference.
Oh, I caught up the Bing Dinger. In fact, I overshot him.
So I'm coming up to Themis in 4 miles. And in theory, because I have an altitude set less than I'm already currently leveled off, it'll start down automatically again because I'm still in VNAV. Yep, it went to descent. It just automatically went to descent, and now I'm starting down again without me doing anything.
Well, look at you.
Look at me, I'm just sitting back relaxing.
And what we're flying over now is what's called the Eastern Corridor. This is the VFR route. Is to step down, is just stay underneath the steps of the restricted airspace. So it's like an upside down wedding cake.
Nice hilly little area. That's beautiful.
You just do the steps down below the wedding cake, so you stay as controlled airspace.
The other night we should have flight plans where we all live so we can fly over each other's houses.
Yeah,
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Concords for that.
and do it in on one trip.
Yeah, that's when we'll need a Concorde for that.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of slewing, guys.
Yeah.
We should do that. You know, it's like we just have to start a couple times or a few times, but it's doable.
All right, Bing Dingy, you want to hop on my tail? And I'll lead you to this tall building.
Oh, roger that.
Okay, I'll slow down a bit, let you catch up.
Popcorn, your Qantas livery is looking awesome.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah. If I was in Air Canada Rouge, we'd almost be twins because they have a red tail also.
Yes, yeah.
I almost picked that one too.
So there was the Rouge?
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's the operative word or not. It certainly is because of COVID. The entire Rouge fleet is grounded.
Oh, yeah. No, but what I meant was in the liveries pack, because in the pack that I got, like the previous edition, it didn't have it.
Okay. Yes, they do have Rouge.
Because the only one I've only got one Air Canada.
Okay. Is it the blue one?
Yeah, I think so. Like I'd have to take a look.
I'm surprised they don't have the one with the mask, the latest one.
With a mask?
The black, the black paint around the window.
No.
Oh.
And what we've got coming up here, Bing Dinger, just out to on your nose probably, that water, that's called Yan Yin. That's where the lower plenty localizer is coming in and out of Melbourne.
Yeah, I'm behind you just a hair, but I'm behind you.
So Popcorn, are you below 10,000 feet yet?
No. Just went through 130.
Okay. Well, at about 10,000 feet, you can do it now. I'm going to do it now also. Is select the LS
okay.
buttons on both sides.
Yeah, then that'll give me the circles.
It just arms the capability to I guess either show it. I think it's for display.
Yeah.
And then before you make that final turn to final, you can select ILS.
ILS.
Or sorry, it's LS. It's LS on that rotary knob. The rotary knob.
yeah. Okay, the rows over to the LS.
Yeah. You can still see your track, so you still have that, but you just have additional ILS information. You've got the circles, which indicate the localizer deviation, and you also have the circles at the right-hand side showing the vertical deviation for the glide slope.
Okay.
And eventually, it'll say ILS and course. That will be populated. Mine doesn't show it just yet, but it should show the frequency and the course. But right now, mine are just dashes. But it should fill in shortly, eventually.
And you should see my hometown on your nose now, just sticking up.
I'm going to descend down 1,000 feet.
What's this big lake to the right?
That's Yan Yin Reservoir, and that's where the plenty localizer is for navigation aid to get in and out of Melbourne. And VFR have to stay left of that, otherwise they encroach on airspace. You got Melbourne on your nose now?
That's cool.
You could probably descend popcorn.
Okay.
There was probably you probably went past another hockey stick, so yeah, you could descend. Probably set 4,000 for starters, and just do it in selected, like open descent.
Okay.
And we'll be coming up on the tallest building in a minute.
Right behind you at about 4,000 feet.
Yeah, I'm at 2.5.
Have you gone since the last update to the tallest building?
Sorry?
Have you gone there since the last update? Because the last update fixed heights on buildings.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
okay, it won't be there. Oh,
so,
well, we'll fly over my house because it was next to my house almost.
Yeah, a skyscraper for a house?
No, well, it's 3 stories, not quite a skyscraper.
That's where I'm gonna dump my toilet, dude.
Not a problem.
I'm on the ground.
It's on the
Well done,
ground.
Jamie. What'd you land on, 3.4 or 2.7?
I think it was 3-4.
Yeah,
No, 2-7.
2.7, yeah, straight in approach.
Yeah.
I had a funny story there. I was taking off on 1.7 one time, and a Thai jumbo had landed and crossed 1.7 on 3.4 and crossed 1.7, 2.7, sorry. And Tower said, Thai, you know, backtrack, expedite your backtrack. And it was too slow, so I actually held him up short of 2.7 and said, Bravo Uniform Gillette, cleared for takeoff. I took off at his nose. Oh, made my day. Gave a little puny 4-seater the right of way over a jumbo.
No, I see a huge tall building over here, dude.
You do?
Just
That's it then. It's
Yeah,
left.
just off my right.
Yeah, that's it. It hasn't gone. That's it. We'll go to my house. And we'll go to
Taller
my
than
house,
them.
and then we'll come back around that to get to Tullamarine to land.
That's funny.
You
Popcorn,
close
what
behind me,
altitude?
Big Digger?
Popcorn, what altitude do you have selected in your window?
For 4,000.
Okay, I think that will work. That's what I'm at, and currently I'm about 2,000 feet above the ground below me, so
Okay.
that's a fair margin.
Puppy start?
Because you can't turn these very fast, can you?
No.
I'm just circling
What do
over
we
my place.
3-4?
I'm circling over my house now.
You guys all live in huge towns, dude. Where do we go over my house? You guys are gonna laugh.
Yeah, we've got a population of 6 million in our town.
On a good day, we have 5,000.
Wow.
So, if you watch me, Bing Dinger,
Well, yeah, like yesterday, steak.
just underneath me now is my place.
That's super cool, dude.
All right, we'll go and see the tall building, hey? I've got the tall building on my nose.
Oh, they,
Okay, and Popcorn, you can start to slow down.
okay,
Um,
take off the auto thrust then.
I'm trying to think of. Actually, I'm just trying to see what you have on your screens. It's just kind of small for me.
Yeah, I just
you're
moved
Mach,
in.
You're in Mach, Alt, and Nav. Okay.
Yeah, she's tall. In fact, I'll fly just over the top and tell you what the height is. Well, that patch didn't fix it, Popcorn. It's still here.
Okay.
You should sit off your left wing. Well,
I got a cloud in the left wing.
Oh, okay.
2,500.
Yeah, I don't see
Yeah.
it.
About 10 o'clock to you guys.
10
Yeah,
o'clock?
it's about 2,600 feet high.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
you see
it's-
me? I'm right over it. If you look at my name tag, I'm right over it.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't see it. It must be too far away.
Yeah. All right, I'm going into Tulla.
Okay.
What we've got in front of us now is Essendon, which used to be the main airport many years ago, but now Tullamarine is behind it.
You know what, Popcorn, our nav displays are showing a different track. How is it possible that we have a different flight plan? It looks like you're coming in and landing like back to the east,
Yeah.
whereas I'm doing one little turn to the right and landing straight in on 27. I mean, you can continue to do that, but how? Yeah, because you have a totally different
So I'm
track
going.
than I do.
I'd be going to the opposite of 7.
Because it looks like you're turning around and coming back in for 09, so that ILS frequency that you have is not appropriate for for 27. Tell you what, let me quickly look up an ILS frequency.
Okay.
Go in manual, dude.
Go in manual.
Just do it manual?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it manual.
Okay.
It's too much for him right this second. God
Okay,
bless him.
Okay.
That's what we say here in the South.
In
When
America?
listen, no, not just America, but in the South, when there's an ugly baby, they say, "Oh Lord, oh, bless that little baby, Lord bless her," and that
Yeah.
baby's up.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
coming behind you, Bing Dinger. I'm 3-4.
Oh. I'm behind the airplane.
You're at Melbourne almost.
Yeah, I'm behind the airplane. I've been lollygagging and looking for buildings and
We've now got the go-ahead. We're building a fast light rail from Melbourne direct out to the airport. Because at the moment you've got to go by freeway
oh.
or shuttle bus.
Oh, well, I got glide slope and localizer capture. That's a good thing. That was close. I almost let that go. Oh, I see the building.
No, you do. Yeah, the big
Yeah.
black spire.
Yeah.
Oh, you can tick that one off now. Short
Uh-oh.
final.
Plane was yelling at me for everything. I landed it safely, but it was yelling about the flaps. It was yelling about everything.
Have you landed yet?
Yeah, just touching down right now on the piano keys. Oh, right on the piano keys.
Yeah, we're dead safe. But yeah, it was hollering about everything. I'm sure it was right about everything, but Lord knows.
I'll turn some landing lights on. Pretend I'm actually, doing something. Actually, I think they've been on the entire flight, so I'm good. That's why we do things at 10,000 feet and why we do certain things at 18,000 instead of chatting.
Yeah.
That's the point. We're having fun.
Hey, Zany. Hi, Bing Dinger.
And there.
Ah, landed just in time for lunch.
Should I try to bring it down from 4,000 at
well,
what point?
It depends. If you're going to go all the way around for 09, just let it there for a while, but eventually you will want to descend to maybe 3 or 2.5.
Yeah,
or if you want to just...
Yeah, because I'm going to do the whole line.
Okay, then you could descend down to 4,000. It's flat country. And you see that little, the triangle, the pink triangle for the glide slope? It means you're under the glide slope, which is good, but go down to 3,000 and you'll be under it for sure.
Okay.
Oh, but did you change the... Actually, well, I don't know what... tell you what, I'm going to land here in 2 seconds and then I'll look at your screen. I don't know which ILS, which triangle you have.
Oh, yeah.
Like which ILS... You know, I don't know if it's the appropriate one or not.
No, I don't have the right one. I've got the runway 27.
Okay.
I'm not going to use the ILS.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, who's this J-Lord taxiing out in front of me?
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, befriend him. He's got to be cool.
Yeah.
Nice landing, Tolstoy.
Well, it was a bit rough because I had a...
2,500.
Well, it was all right.
Well,
Wasn't
looked
the
all right
best.
for my drone.
Oh, a drone.
Yeah, I got the drone out. Got the
Okay,
Mavic
nice.
2 out.
Wasn't particularly smooth, but
You coming on 09 or 16 popcorn?
I came in on... oh, he's going on 09, I think.
Yeah, I'm going on 09.
We got a special dispensation here at Tolstoy because you can't normally fly within 5.5 nautical miles of 5.5 kilometers of a controlled airport, but our remote control airfield is just off to the west there. It's only 2 kilometers away, so we've got special permission, but you can't fly above 400 feet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. In Tolstoy, you saw that that citation.
How did you see that?
In the in the chat this afternoon. I put a GIF with the guy riding the citation right on the runway. It was like a RC citation.
That was nice. I mean, can you imagine having that one as a kid?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Actually, I want one now.
Yeah.
I got a photo for you, Zany. I'm going to post it in a minute.
Okay.
I think you'll appreciate this. Just go and find it.
So you're at 3,000 popcorn, looking good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring it down to 25.
Okay. So it's taken you... Okay, I can't quite see. Yeah, I don't think you have... But it's given you an arrival. I don't know why. It may have given you an ILS into 09, I don't know, but it was... But I don't see a final approach fix.
In community flight chat, Zany.
I just saw a plane go over my head. Meaning, whatever you said was over my head.
Is that Zany after his flight?
That's Birdsville races every year, and you know, normally the population is about 100 people, and that's for 200 kilometres around, and for 3 days of the races we get 5,000 people and 400 planes in, and everyone just drinks.
Wow.
Was that you, gun pilot, in that picture?
No, it wasn't me. I used to drink them, but not now.
So, Popcorn, you can put down one stage of flap.
Yep. Stage of flat. Do I have to take off the auto throttle before landing?
No, you don't.
Okay.
But just keep an eye on what it does.
Okay. Because that's what happened in Seattle. All of a sudden, the auto throttle just went full blast.
Oh. I think it thought you were in toga mode or something.
Okay.
But I'll try to keep an eye on what you're doing. Have you selected flap yet?
Yeah, flaps, one flap.
Okay, I must be just behind.
Yeah. I'm slightly ahead.
Yeah. So the bug went down to 180 on its own, right? Speed bug?
Yeah, it did that on its own.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, so it's still taking care of your speed.
Oh,
And you might as well go to flap 2 during this turn to final.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the turn right now.
yeah, I got you on drone, mate.
Flat.
Now you are in alt. You're going to have to descend on your own at some point.
Okay.
Either like taking off the autopilot or just going to vertical speed or something. We don't normally use
Or you could be a man.
Say again?
Or Popcorn could be a man. Take
fly
the stick in his hand and fly it in.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. I'm on. Should be on final. No, I got one more.
No,
Almost.
no, fair way out yet.
Okay. Yeah, I see about eight out.
I think, yeah. I see 10.4. Oh, yeah, well, I'm delayed. I was seeing 10.4, but you're probably right, 8 miles out.
I can take AP off and auto throttle.
Sure.
Here we go. Oh, I gotta put my landing gear down.
Yeah.
Stop some embarrassment.
Oh, I took that auto throttle off and it was like... it was sending me like a rocket.
It probably just had to do with where your thrust lever was, maybe. Or actually, that might not be true because... yeah, never mind. And what flap are you at?
Not sure. I did 2. Yeah.
Okay.
I just did another one.
Yeah, that's fine. And then maybe 5 miles out or so, full flap. But now you're controlling the speed, so you'll have to come back on the thrust lever to control the speed.
Yeah, because I'm down very close to the edge, about 140.
Oh. Okay, yeah, so you need a bit more thrust.
Swapped your plane, Bingdinger.
I don't see Bingdinger. Where is he?
He's
Oh, there he is.
Looks like a bonanza to me. He's going to land on the apron.
He could land. He could land right on top of these aircraft, these jets.
He's going to land on the apron. In fact, see there, Bingdinger, where you're going in there. That's where I used to park my plane. It's in the sort of the private area there.
Where?
I better stop there. I'm going to clip a Qantas wing.
Well, I'm going to actually film your your landing. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Popcorn. I can get it OBS set up in time.
900. 500.
Okay, yeah, you're at full flap. Good. You got it in the bag.
Right. We're recording.
300. 200.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh, this looks great.
Yes.
Oh, bit of a bounce.
Yeah, bounce. 468.
You have to pay 2 lots of landing charges now. Welcome to Melbourne, Popcorn.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I'll stop that there. Just make a short file and I'll send that to you.
Look at Bing Dinger, a stunt pilot.
Get off the runway.
It's floating around.
It looks like you're floating.
This thing will, it'll fly right at 30 knots, as long as you don't turn too hard.
Okay, I can send this straight to you, Popcorn, because it's only a very small file.
Oh, nice.
I'll put it in community chat. Everybody can have a look at it. Popcorn coming into Melbourne.
Awesome.
Oh, your files are too powerful.
What?
Your file is 8 meg. Max file is 8 meg. Oh, okay.
Yeah, how big's your file? Because I think you can only upload up to 8 megabytes.
Yeah, no, the file is I think it's 32 meg, which still for me is nothing. Because the other day when I filmed our flight, it was 40 gig.
Yeah.
40 gigs?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That one I got a view of me landing together. That was 40 gigs.
Wow.
Yeah, that little snippet was 145 meg, which by my standards is nothing. It's very small.
All right. Cabin, prepare for
cross-check.
Cross-check. Cross-check. Reminds me, cross-check.
Oh, I mean, that was the last spot. Is there another spot?
Is there a what?
That was the last spot on the flight plan, right?
Yeah, that was the last spot on the flight plan.
Nice.
Yeah,
I thoroughly enjoyed that, you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you for Popcorn. Thank you for having a bit of an airliner shindig.
Yeah, it was good.
You ain't finished now, Tolstoy. Normally instructors now, you'll go into the room and have a debrief with the pilot.
Yeah.
You're only half finished, mate.
I think I'll dispense with that. I have to debrief myself, I think.
I'm gonna turn that one up.